in-game stream is a blank white? Oh, no, okay, yeah. Now I'm going to change to in-game, and then I'm going to shoot my shot on this one disc.
I'm watching an ad? Ooh, woo.
Oh, damn.
What's this?
A shame, because we are getting $0.00 off of any fucking ad they're running.
I feel like what we should do is replace intermittently 10 seconds of every minute within the stream with like Wendy's commercial.
Yeah, if Wendy's would pay us for that.
But
Hey. Guess what, my moon babies? You're all about to go to the moon.
What if we make our own like nutritional supplement line? I'm thinking like a bone condenser.
Bone condenser?
Yeah, because have you ever felt like your bones are too uncondensed?
I already know 2 things Danielle wants to put in the bone condenser.
Well, you're wrong about one of them. My first is the bones of my enemies.
Oh.
What's the second?
It's probably the one that he was thinking.
I'm just like, why would you put the bones of your enemies in bones condenser? That's just bone adder, which is also a useful product in case you want your bones to be more bones. But if you want your bones to be the same amount of bones but more...
Now look. There is a rationality behind this. I want my enemies to be more powerful so that when I take them down, it'll be all the more glorious.
Wait. Why are you... What does that have to do with the bone condenser?
Bazinga.
The condensed bones.
So wait. Here's what you're saying you do. You take your enemies, you somehow get their bones without defeating them. You then make it into the bone condenser along with other mystery ingredient. It's not really that much of a mystery. And then give it to the boneless enemies, the boneless undefeated enemies, to make them more powerful, so that you can. But they have no bones. They have no bones left to condense. All the bones are in the condenser.
Well, I'll give them new bones and then condense them. It seems like a foolproof plan to me.
Yes, as in only a fool would proof it.
Let's prove it then.
Do we have like soft piano music playing? I kind of dig it.
We do.
We have what?
Like there's like gentle piano music playing in the Roll20.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna have to make sure that I mute it because I don't have headphones yet because I just had an argument with my mother.
I use my ears to listen, Mom.
She was upset that I didn't pick up something that she told me to pick up 5 seconds before I went downstairs to start this.
Yep.
And then I went back up to pick it up and she was pissed at me.
Classic.
If I just throw some earbuds at my camera, will they get to you? Let's
You should
find out.
email them.
Let's find out.
Are we live yet?
I missed.
No, we're
Yes,
live.
we are.
We're live.
This is honestly, I think this is content. We have 0 viewers, but like, if they were watching, this would be content.
This is
Yeah,
absolutely
this is pretty good. This is
Damn, I can't fucking hit my camera. I keep getting up and to the left.
Now this is pod racing.
Here we go.
When we're on live, drop the link in somewhere that I can share it to my crew who play D&D on other days.
I have definitely already popped it into that group chat.
I like all my friends too much to make them watch me.
That's why I don't share my lewd
You should unburden
chat
yourself
or
for that, Max.
lewd D&D with my IRL friends.
Alright.
Except for my one IRL friend that I brought into the lewd D&D group, and that turned out interesting.
Alright, friends. Do you hear the soft piano music? It means you're on the moon. It means you're on the moon. Have you noticed this?
I don't like you.
To quote a great luminary, to the moon though. To the moon though.
Indeed. You emerge from the silvery surface of the moon gate and find yourselves flying your spiteful wings, spiteful rose gold wings, in the icy sphere that hangs above your world. It is coated on the inside with runes, not just any runes, These runes represent the graven truth, an endnote on the laws of the universe that bind all things together and control their very nature. So yeah, Max, Venher is often thought, THOT of this day, finding the graven truth and its various qualities. While a lot of these things are just connector points, messing with which won't really do anything, a few things immediately pop out to him. The truth of divergence, the truth of gravity, the truth of soul, and the truth of worlds.
Alright, what do these various truths do?
That is an important question. Either your companions can roll Arcana to know, but you've already done this work. So you know that the truth of divergence is related to the mutagenic factor of organic entities. Essentially, if you were to completely remove it, you would allow for one-to-one perfect cell replication, and most things would not die of a natural cause anymore. Like, they would indefinitely continue.
Alright.
On the far end, if you increased it, you could vastly spur evolution and mutation, possibly to the point of no biological life remaining viable beyond a very low cellular level.
Alright, I don't see any reason to fuck with that one for now.
The truth of gravity is pretty straightforward. It's gravity.
Yeah.
The truth of soul...
I kind of want to lighten that. I would find it funny just to lighten that one by like 0.01%. Not enough for anyone to notice, but like eventually people will be like, things just feel a little bit floatier. I'm not sure what happened. It would be funny.
A little floaty. The truth of someone rolled. Yeah. Okay. Pat, you rolled like 3 times.
That was an accident. Probably go for the first one.
Yeah, the 6. Max, you come upon the truth of worlds. You're like floating across the interior edge of the moon, and the air here is very icy and sticking out at your lungs, kind of hard to breathe. But Boltrip's Austin's arm, like Kroz's arm, glows and is attracted to the truth of worlds. There are 2 major factors controlled here: the barrier density and the realm solvency. You know that decreasing the barrier density would make it easier for things to pass between realms, and increasing it would, make it harder. Decreasing the realm solvency would make all realms less differentiated.
Ooh. That sounds worrisome.
Yeah.
Alright.
And as you're floating around, you see all of the Zorgates and logical processes converging on a single point at the tip of the moon. Here you find something you cannot quite comprehend. It seems to be the logical conclusion of the graven truth, but it also seems to be its juncture. The end. Heaven's postscript, if you will. Anybody who wants to figure out what all of it means can roll a Arcana. But, it's... Oh, 31, yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is an exception handler. And it states, it basically indicates that unmovable objects will default to giving way to unstoppable forces to prevent a paradox.
Whack.
Yep.
Whoa, hold up. Is that literally just in a physics sense, or is it also in a metaphorical sense?
It's true in several senses, but it also means that if, as you suspect, the God Hunter's blade is an unstoppable force, there's literally not a way to stop it. There's literally no shield that could stop it. Of course, as you observe this, you do gain a great insight with your 31 Arcana roll into how one would create an unstoppable force. You know that this law isn't something you could directly change. You believe it is held in place by the balance of soul, the balance of divergence, and the balance of worlds.
I don't think we heard about the soul.
The truth of the soul. So it is essentially the source of the immortal body paradox. Immortal things in this world are not there's no true immortality outside of godhood. Because if you're an elf that just never dies, your soul will be slowly hollowed out until you have no differentiable personality or anything like that. And you'll become a vessel for some spiritual entity or undead. This seems to be what governs that. If you were to undo it, it would render various paths to immortality valid, but it would also greatly empower the undead. Exponentially empower the undead.
Well, I already got mine, so I don't see why I need to help anyone else.
That's the Venher way. That's the god of spite talking. So yeah, you ponder these things.
Yeah. These are.
And yeah, Kroz's arm just draws him towards the truth of worlds. Particularly a little bit about barrier density. It really wants to just make a little scritchy scratch in one particular part.
Why don't we... Well, alright, so my character seeing that, does she comprehend that is occurring?
Kroz is his arm is extended at it, and he's floating that way.
Okay, my character, would she have recognized that this is the glyph of barrier control?
I would say you recognize some rune that indicates world or something. Something that you would think has something to do with portals, based on your not great knowledge of runes. But
right, okay.
you could roll insight to understand either his intent or the arm, but I will say this. He's not he's not flying at it with his wings. It's some other force is moving him towards it, and the arm is extended outwards, this crystal arm.
Okay.
Can I resist it?
Yeah, you can give me a wisdom save to try or a charisma save, either or.
Oh, I forgot about the fucking crystals, Jesus.
Yeah.
Seeing this, my character is going to say, Kroz, good idea. Shut down the barriers. We don't want any unwelcome guests.
Yeah, so your wisdom save allows you to see what's happening here. This arm desires a decrease in the barriers between worlds.
That doesn't sound good.
Yes.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
That doesn't sound good.
That.
Almost like psionic powers were brought here by extra-dimensional invaders.
Yeah, who'd have thought?
Almost as if though. Yeah. But you can so how does Kroz react when he realizes this is happening and he can
can I just pull arm back?
Yeah, and you stop floating towards it.
Yeah.
Would my character be able to interpret that something's amiss? She's already suspicious of that funky arm.
Kroz's eyes seemed a little glazed, and then all of a sudden it seemed as you spoke, he snapped back to himself and he retracted.
My character's like, what was that? Feeling alright, buddy?
Yeah, I feel fine. Nothing's wrong. Nothing at all.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, you can roll insight.
Against that bluff?
Venher, you are kind of peeved because you're kind of counting on a way to stop an unstoppable force, or somehow in some other way fuck with the God Hunter.
Well, I can't alter. I figure,
well,
if an immovable object has to give way to an unstoppable force to avoid a paradox, what happens if two unstoppable forces oppose?
Here's what happens. They phase through each other, untouching one another's velocity, and begin again on the far side.
In that case, making my own unstoppable force sword to duel with is pretty much fucking useless.
Well, you would probably hit the God Hunter. And by that I mean you would definitely hit the God Hunter.
Yeah, but I would also be hit. And
It would be
it's a
spiteful.
well-known fact that I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Unless I give it to a minion.
Oh god.
And don't tell them what will happen. Let them strike the blow and take the hit. This is brilliant.
Took the god of spite a long time to figure that one out.
You know what? The god of spite's feeling a bit ennui after his sundering of the earth.
Just occurred to me. I forgot the traditional diesel shot. I'm gonna have to pour a little Kahlua.
Jesus Christ.
Christ, how do you drink straight Kahlua? You fucking monster.
A, that, and B, the other thing we're both in, with the last 4 episodes, we spend the beginning of everyone making fun of any sort of podcast or thing that spends the first bite talking about what they're drinking.
Right, we don't talk about it though. We just be about it.
I ran out of beer.
Jesus, that wasn't a shot. That was a small glass.
I don't have any more beer.
What's wrong with all
I'm
these people?
not an alcoholic.
I don't have water. I didn't prepare well this time.
What are you? Are you a European peasant? You're gonna do really well in Rosenkrieg. Yeah, you drink the water, you get dirty, you get sick. So we just drink
Yeah,
the beer.
this is the sparkling
schnapps.
water.
Oh yeah, the Hefeweizen.
Sparkling water.
All right, so yeah, so Venher, you also know that to change this law is at the intersection of the balance of soul, the balance of divergence, and the balance of worlds.
Mm-hmm.
So while it is technically an inviolable truth, you could fuck with it a little if you threw off all of those balances.
Oh god.
I
This
don't.
is the hole in the moon where you can see Orbis beneath you.
I don't think it's a good idea to fuck with all of those.
Why?
Gotta be honest. I think my knowledge into the creation of immovable objects is a prize in and of itself. And itself. And yeah, I don't see any. None of those laws seem like things that would benefit me by fucking with.
Well, these are just things you notice immediately. Do you want to is there a particular? This isn't everything, but this is the graven truth. The laws at the end.
Well, I mean, if there's a bit that says if variable 1, God Hunter alive, if variable 0, God Hunter dead, I would love that.
You might be onto something. There might be something like that. However, you've never seen the God Hunter. You've never seen the God Hunter kill anybody. It's pretty hard to know.
So it'd be hard to track down their code without being able to directly track it to something.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to just delete a given entity, but there might be something about them. I mean, they hunt. As far as you know, people shouldn't be able to hunt in the Dreamwell, but that's what the God Hunter does. You do know that.
All right. I mean,
so there might be something that the God Hunter is using, a loophole they're abusing that you could close here.
I would look at the Dreamwell code, and also the code for, let's say, the Time God that got killed, or the Light God.
So you want to look at Kronos?
Oh, any god that got killed, because presumably, wherever their code ends, there's something about the God Hunter code in there, and I could use that to backtrack it.
So
I know coding, guys.
There isn't a law which dictates that any of the gods had to exist. However, you do know how you used your own force of personality to force your way into godhood. You can essentially see the error in the code that you exploited. Allowed your soul through. And it was a hole that Volvorian tried to plug behind him. Although you can't quite remember how you got around that. Strange. But yeah, you're obviously a god now, so it must have worked, right?
Yeah.
Everything worked out. Absolutely nothing wrong there. Absolutely nothing strange about that. And you might notice that you have a miracle, which allows you to see at almost any point prior in time.
Yes. Any point prior to Kronos' death. And I remember last episode finding out something interesting about Kronos, that he may or may not be dead.
Mm-hmm.
And one way to verify that, albeit at cost, would be to try to look at something after his supposed death and see if it let me. I'm not sure I want to burn a miracle on that.
Indeed. For those of you just tuning in, just kidding, nobody's tuning in, but there's some red dots beneath me and above Max. And there's 7 red ones and 1 blue one. Anytime he uses a miracle, he has to spend some of those dots, and he gains 1 ennui, which takes up his maximum spitometer.
Yes. Alright, so,
Oh, we have actually 8 people watching. Hello, people.
well, presumably, like, 4 of them are us.
Yeah, no, there were 4 earlier, so I was like, it's just us. But yeah. Joyfried, the Unrepentant, Venher, and Kraz.
So do I manage to find anything about... Do I manage to find the loophole the God Hunter might be using? Or anything useful?
Oh, I'm not logged in.
You search the Dreamwell. And you see that the Dreamwell is inherently porous. You knew this to some extent. But the Dreamwell is also very, it's not that, so like, the barrier is weak, the solvency, is kind of weak, or at least different. It's hard to break it down to strong and weak.
Mm-hmm.
You think that the God Hunter's snares might not be inherently of the Dreamwell.
They're coming through the pores.
They're passing through the Dreamwell, and to intersect with that snare is to be dragged into whatever it looks like she's using to hunt.
And is the Dreamwell considered a different realm?
Yeah.
And, for example, would strengthening the barriers between realms potentially cut off their access?
The barrier is already pretty good. Finding a way to close this loophole could potentially fuck with what she's doing.
Well, I'll see if I can look for, like, you know,
reducing or decreasing
and
the
statement.
solvency would increase increasing the solvency of the Dreamwell might prevent what she's doing. The problem with that is you rely on the Dreamwell's insolvency for your immortality. You have to be able to project into the Dreamwell. So you can't lower it. You can't take it to an extreme. You can't zero sum it.
some people to fuck up what she does a little bit. They do. But it also fucks up what I do a little bit. We're not so different, you and I.
Basically. If the Crystal Throne can't function, you can't remain immortal.
Yes.
Would you just shrivel up and die?
Well, presumably I'll start to age.
Yeah, you don't know what would happen, because no god ever voluntarily stopped being immortal, but you suspect that all of the age you've put off would very quickly catch up with you.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah. Telos, god of knowledge, speculated that any god who voluntarily stopped going to the Dreamwell might become a lich. A very powerful lich.
Well, Telos didn't fucking try it himself, so
No,
I'm not going to either.
It's true. Well, I mean, you'd lose your personality. You wouldn't be yourself. The immortal body paradox would still apply.
So it would say if I fucked up the immortal body paradox,
yeah, if you fucked
then
up,
voluntarily gave up the Dreamweld,
if
I could become a very powerful lich that is me.
In theory, at the very least, the part where your soul goes away wouldn't happen. You would still be you'd still remain 100% Venher.
All right, I'm not going to do that, but it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, already got anything else?
Joyfried, you feel a vibration in your satchel.
Oh.
Yeah.
What does the heart seed want from me?
The heartseed kind of comes tumbling out a little.
Oh shit! I catch it.
Yeah, roll dexterity. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh man, this could be terrible if I fuck this up.
If you fuck this up and I die, I'm taking you down with me.
That's fair.
I'll make you an immovable object.
Oof.
Try to bash the God Hunter with you.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
what's that?
that's a dex save.
You catch the heart seed in your hand, and it bursts totally into green flame. Before you were immune to it. Right now, you are definitely not. How long would you hold the heart seed after learning that before dropping it?
I have resistance fire. Does that help me at all?
It is radiant.
Oh fuck. Now I'm really wishing I made that alternate tiefling with you.
Yeah, I would say your spiteful nature will not help you here.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, in fact, as it begins to hurt you, you notice some of your hair turning white.
Oh no! It's gonna
Ooh.
bleach you. It would never work with your character's complexion.
So my character is being drained of her humanity essentially by this thing. Is that?
Well, possibly. That's one possible interpretation. But yeah, how long do you keep that in your grasp before you let it go?
That she can endure the physical pain, but she knows that Venhir's fiends, which she is half of, are all white-maned fiendish creatures, and she has always been proud of her jet black hair that she got from her mother. And finding out that her hair is now turning the same color as the fiends of Venhir, that would freak her the fuck out. Can she throw it in her satchel again, or is it not gonna stay put?
She can. It'll burn right through.
Fuck.
Yeah, you toss it in the satchel, and then it burns the hole out. And then it twists, rotates, and begins to shoot vines everywhere. As it tumbles, it begins to grow. And grow.
Fuck.
And grow.
Oh, it's actually
And
like heart
grow.
shape.
Yep. So, it begins to shoot out all over this place. It begins to worm its way into the grooves of the rooms, infecting it with its nature. They all begin to burn green instead of purple as it spreads. It seems that it grows deeply into them, filling it with spores, sprouts, or rooting the place.
God fucking damn it.
And it then it begins to produce from its burning heart strange and unimaginable creatures, decidedly geometric in nature. Sprouts.
Weird.
Yep.
Wild.
Yep. Venner, you're getting the feeling that it's going to be a lot harder to change things that the heart seed has gotten its vines into. But as its vines continue to shoot around, you guys are going to roll some initiative for me.
Oh, fuck.
Well, this is a wonky ass fight. Hot damn.
Jesus Christ.
Did you expect anything less of this campaign?
No.
Jesus.
I can't wait until we reach gag.
Oh my god.
Normally you have to go pretty in deep to get that.
Not me. I have a very strong gag reflex.
I used to think mine was very weak, actually.
But through great preservation, did you overcome this?
Oh yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like what Parthenax says. You know, what is better, to be born with a weak gag reflex, or through great struggle to overcome it?
Exactly. How do I?
That was the worst paraphrasing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I added you the turn tracker. All right, so.
Jesus Christ, did we all roll
We all
sub
rolled
10?
We all rolled 5,
What the fuck?
except he nat one it.
The sprout moves in between you. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Those who begin their turn adjacent to the sprout have their movement halved. And the sprout then proceeds to use Heartseeker on Joyfried. And she feels like it's trying to become one with her. Like something inside of her still wants to join it.
Don't see anything to it.
Thankfully, you are not presently tangled, so you're not taking the extra damage. So that's just going to be 7...
Alright.
11 damage.
I forget which one of us does that. Yep, you got it. Cool.
So this sprout is going to come right up here behind Kraz. They're going to be flanking. They're going to use Heartseeker. They're going to nab a hit. -8, followed by a -5. It's going to be a sprout's turn. Did all of you roll? Oh my god. Wait,
Yeah,
Max,
we all
you
rolled
didn't roll
5.
initiative.
I got a
Huh?
5.
Max didn't roll initiative.
Yes, I
He
did.
He got a nat 1.
Oh,
Jesus.
I don't think you were clicking your token though.
Oh, yeah, that's my bad.
Wow,
I forget to do
the
that
whole party
because
got
I
initiative
am
5.
diligent.
Can't believe you've done this.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, everything goes before us.
A god can wait.
This sprout comes down. And
I'd rather not, but I
flanks
can.
Joyfried. It uses Heartseeker. Wait, do you have a? No, you have 18 on the dot.
Okay.
Uh,
Fucking up the joint.
it's the Heartseed's turn. I wonder what the Heartseed is going to do.
Restrain us all! And in laughter and merriment.
The heart snare happens. Oh no, I hope everyone can make a strength save.
Nope.
Set the stage here for everyone. They are flying in the middle of an icy moon, and this thing has just flown out and expanded into the very center of it, and is now tethering itself to the whole interior of the moon by jutting out these strong, viney green growths that begin to quickly spread themselves all along the runes.
Strong, viney green ropes.
Man, yeah, you could probably find that on Pornhub.
I mean, I did a hypnosis session just last night about this. Unironically.
Oh, we
The only
know.
one that got grabbed. The only one that got grabbed.
Yeah, so Boltrip's the only one that got grabbed, and it doesn't just shoot around you, it shoots into you. Your thigh lets out like a sharp shot pain as it grows into you, dealing 15 damage. Although you do notice that attempts to pierce your psionic arm are in vain, as the crystal deflects attempts to latch onto its surface.
I need more of that crystal.
And so that was one action that the Heartseed just took. The Heartseed is going to pop a Radiant Burst. Its angle is going to be such to include all of you. Who has an AC higher than 18?
Not I.
Kraz
I
does.
think.
I have 20!
So people
Hold on.
who aren't Kraz just took 8 Radiant damage.
Oh, my AC is 18. Never mind.
Yep.
Sad.
That was so 1, 2. For its third action, it is going to try and make a routine strike on Max.
Jesus Christ, how many actions does it have?
3. So can you make a charisma save for me, Max?
I can indeed.
I think it might be physically impossible for you to fail the save. Just kidding.
Jesus.
I want you guys to know something. And it's that if I die, I'm taking you all with me.
Max,
My
do
character
you...
says, I know! We know!
Alright, Yeah. So Max has become stunned.
Oh.
Well,
That's not good.
let's be honest. I wasn't going to do anything useful anyway.
Max,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
But I'm stunned.
No.
Your turn ends, and now you are no longer stunned.
Wow.
Meanwhile,
Awesome.
Joyfried's turn.
Okay. Well, I'm going
begin
to...
your turn next to a sprout, so your movement is halved. Spore clouds fly out from these strange, shifting geometric figures, and they get it into your wings. They get all of your armor. They're slowing you down. They seem to be fighting against everything you do. And
Oh no,
encouraging
plant
you
cummies.
to become everything.
I don't. I didn't want to hear that.
Under other circumstances, this might even be hot, but right now, it's really annoying. My character is going...
That was how people greeted me in college.
That's not good.
I'm the only person who said anything remotely that sexual to you in public, and I never did.
Alright, so I'm going to vendetta, or I'm going to launch a vendetta against the sprout that's right. Actually, no, I think you'll probably be prudent to...
You'll be flanking this one.
Sorry?
You'll be flanking this one, so you'd get advantage.
Exactly, and also, it's the reason that the other ones have flanking, so fuck that one in particular. Alright. And, good thing, I don't need to fucking move, because I'm a tank! Do this shit.
I would argue one of the primary attributes of tanks is their ability to move. They invented treads and shit, just for that.
Okay, I'm the tank in the middle of the combat with the person I'm trying to kill. That was the finishing of the sentence there. Okay, so I'm
Less of a
using
Sherman,
my...
more of a tiger.
Exactly. Where's my... There's my fucking sword. 1, 2... Alright, and
Both
since
of those
I'm
are gonna be
flanking...
hits.
Alright. And that, and the first one of a successful vendetta is considered a critical. What is my, an extra D...
So 2d6. Roll 2 more d6.
Correct. Alright.
So
And then I
that's
do
9.
vendetta damage.
Yeah, you're going to do vendetta twice. So
Twice. Yes. Because fuck this guy. Fuck this guy so much. There you go. Suck it.
you...
Fuck it.
At your blade, just shing, 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 shears off all these triangles until there's just one central weak one remaining, just burping out spores and trying to regrow itself faintly. It is Kraz's turn.
Kraz, finish what I started.
Where's the thing that I lost the thing to make what's his name? Max move again. So that's
Employ your deity or whatever?
I will say, you might... Like, I have some spells, but most of my really crazy good ones have been burned.
okay.
So I might not be the person to...
Alright. Then I will use bonus
You
action.
can God hand as a cantrip, I would point out.
Yes, I can't God hand them, but, you know, I want to beat up the heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll deal with these.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so
Started.
time for a spiritual weapon or spiteful weapon. Did that
We're
wow.
flanking.
Wow. Wow, it doesn't matter. It has to occupy a different space, but why am I? Oh God!
I think the way we ruled was that if you put it adjacent to Venher, or like across from Venher.
Yeah, I was trying to put it down, and then as I moved my mouse, it was just moving the entire screen.
Oof. All right. So you put your spiteful weapon there.
Yeah, right there. So
Well, a 19 would hit. So give me that damage.
Okay.
Pop. Your spiteful mace crashes through, collapsing the structure and sending tiny little green twigs flying around the sphere of the frosty moon. Although you also notice that things are starting to get a little bit warmer with the heartseed in here. The air is turning very physical and like misty in front of you too.
I have a question.
If you were wearing glasses, they would fog. Yeah.
With Firestorm, would each square that I put on the heartseed, would that do more damage to it, or?
So that's not
Or is
how
it just-
that works. However,
it's not, right?
I would be generous. I'm the generous god, unlike Venher. And I would
Hey,
say, if
I'm
you
a fucking generous god, you piece of shit. I'll say generosity.
if you devote 2 entire squares to it, 2 entire 2x2s to it, I'll
Yeah.
let you hit it twice.
Okay, cool. So, drag this down, and wow, that's pitiful fucking damage. Its
Yeah.
max is 70.
So about that,
Yeah,
does the dexterity save have the damage or entirely stop it? I think it
half.
Okay. So, one thing you notice about the Heartseed is that it automatically passes that saving throw.
Oh god. 1, 2, 3,
People
4.
who'd like to know why could roll Arcana.
I would like to know why, because I'm thinking about some saving throws myself.
7. Can I? Does this work?
Yeah,
Does that one work?
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Okay, cool. Well,
You know from various research
I should change
that,
my color.
the Heartseed is a font of the WoD. Or the font of the WoD. And it automatically passes saving throws used by the lesser magics of the Weave, and has advantage in saving throws against miraculous effects.
All right, well, never mind some of the stuff I was planning on trying then.
How about disputes?
Well, some of the stuff you'll be doing is miraculous, but yeah. The Sprouts...
I'm not sure I'm going to throw a miracle on this unless things get itchy.
The Sprouts are going to make their deck saves. They're not going to pass. They're going to take
Alright.
37 damage apiece.
I will delete the squares now.
You can click drag. But yeah, alright, so that was Kroz's turn. It's a Sprout's turn. That Sprout is dead. It's another Sprout's turn. This Sprout isn't dead yet.
It's not quite dead yet.
Oh god, I'm
I'm just going to use Heartseeker on you.
no.
Yeah, you're restrained. It does that. It does an extra 14.
Mm-mm.
So it's going to do 24 damage.
No.
Oh.
No. No.
It doesn't
No.
hit. A 14 doesn't hit. All right, Spite's God Corrosion.
No.
All right. It's a different Sprout's turn. This Sprout is going to try and actually, you know what? After that shit, this Sprout is going to float away, provoking an attack of opportunity from Joyfried.
Alright, let's get
Murder
that.
it. Sodomize it with your sword.
I hope I do.
I'm going to assume all the holes in its fucking fractal-ass body are all buttholes.
The triangular orifice.
Alright,
Hey,
does a
There's only
20 hit?
40 poop
20
squares.
hits. Give me that damage.
Alright,
That's
14.
14 damage. It proceeds the rest of its way away up to here, and it looks at you, and it is going to pulse. The strange and terrible, baleful energy comes at you, and you make a con or dexterity save, your choice.
Alright, let me
15
tell
damage
you
either
what.
way.
Hold on a sec. I'm gonna choose a Constitution.
All right. Doesn't hit 20. So you are knocked back 5 feet
Okay.
into more of the vines catch you as the growths surround you. And it is the Heartseed's turn.
I forget what my flying speed is. Wait, what was it? It was just 30 feet?
Let me pull it up.
I think it's 40 feet.
I
It
think
is 40, yes. 40.
So the Heartseed is going to pop another Radiant Burst that hits all of you. It's going to miss Cross. It's going to hit our favorite god and Joyfried.
Our favorite god.
It's going to use the Rooting Strike again on Max.
I didn't know Todd the God Howard was here.
Stop.
And Max, can you make a Charisma saving throw for me?
I believe I can. Jesus Christ!
My God!
I think literally more than half the rolls for me this session so far have been ones.
Holy shit!
Now that you are stunned, the Heart Seed is going to shimmy its way along its viney interior. You get the sense that it has a somewhat limited source of movement, but it's backed up a little, and it's thinking about giving a little tickle to our boy Cross.
No, it's not.
Actually, you're right. It's not, because Heartseeker is only 5 feet. Oh well, it's gonna use Pulse.
No.
Oh wait, it doesn't use Pulse. I'm sorry. That's the Sprout. I'm talking about the Heartseed. The Heartseed is trying to re-strike you, which is a 35-foot range. So yes, it fucking does. But it misses you.
No, it doesn't.
It can't hit your AC. So that's the Heartseed's turn. It's Venher's turn. Venher is stunned. It is the end of Venher's turn. It is Joyfried the Unrepentant's turn.
Fuck this.
Unrepentant, you did not start your turn adjacent to a Sprout, so you do not have half speed. So you're at full speed, but you are in difficult terrain.
In Fallout 3, there was an exploit by using Action Boy, a certain unique Power Fist, and the Paralyzing Palm perk. You could effectively have every enemy paralyzed forever. And I feel like that's what's happening to me right now.
And then, boop. Alright, so I'm going to declare Vendetta against the Heartseed, and I do have enough move to come at that bro. Is that?
Yeah. So this is the square adjacent. You don't have to get covered up by it.
Yeah, don't got to get up all in its grill.
Yeah, I mean you could actually hop on the Heartseed if you want to.
Can I hop down on Aorta and start punching it from the inside?
You could try. It has vines coming out of his aorta, though.
Hey, Orta.
Oh my gosh.
You're shooting down my dreams, and I want you to know that.
So, yeah.
I'm going to attack.
Okay. So, the first one's gonna miss, and the second one's gonna hit, and it's your first hit of a vendetted target. So
it counts. Roll 2d6.
Jesus, that's a perfect roll.
Plus, wait, no plus. Okay, and then the vendetta damage. And this is probably going to result in me dying somehow, because I did not heal myself. But whatever. Let's do this.
I'm actually realizing I forgot something that the Heartseed does, but we're gonna roll with it. Boom, you dealt a lot of damage. Actually, yeah, you did deal a lot of damage. Fuck.
That's a lot of damage.
Hey, Klaus, it's your turn. What are you gonna do?
Spiteful Weapon, tell Omaima Shindaru's behind the Sprout.
Mm-hmm.
And let me swing. Where is it? Does it 22 hit?
22 hits. Give me that damage. That was your bonus action.
Yep. And don't die. That's healing for Joyfried.
Oh shit! I forgot you had healing abilities. That's a good healing ability. Damn.
Yeah, that's the only spell slot I had left that high enough to use it.
Well, thank you. My character's actually genuinely touched by your healing spell. She's still a bitch.
Yeah, that is the end of my turn then.
Alright, so this Sprout is alive, and it's going to try and Heartseek you.
Me?
Yeah.
No. The Spite God Corrosion, go away.
6th level when a creature Isn't that like a channel or something?
No, it's a reaction.
No, hold on. Just because you can do it as a reaction doesn't mean that it is the reaction. Hold on. If that were the case, why wouldn't you have done this literally any time anyone ever attacked you?
I have.
No, you haven't. There were several times
Oh, when
you got
it
beat by monks.
I don't think they were hitting low enough for me to have done that or something like that.
That's a low blow.
I don't know.
Also,
Or I forgot about it. It's pretty possible I just straight up forgot about it.
It's a pretty boss move.
it's at 6th level. Is 6th level when you gain your basic channel divinity?
No.
Or like an additional one for your class?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a channel divinity. Do you still want to use it?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right. Now, I think that's your 2 channel divinities, but I think you have a way to get them back from max. Anyway, that's its turn spent. This sprout here.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna come in from behind. Swiggity swiggity.
Yeah.
It wants to heart seek that booty.
Oh.
Yeah, and it hits.
Yeah, it flies up and you in the back as you're schwacking away at the Heartseed's body. And it's the Heartseed's turn. The Heartseed, you know, it has great... You see, it has great regenerative properties, but it doesn't seem to be using them on itself. It seems to be focusing all of its growth outward, and it spreads more and more across the interior of the moon.
God damn it.
It's going to fire a Radiant Burst that's going to hit Venher and Kraz.
9!
No.
Das ist nicht gut!
So it's only going to hit Venher for 17 Radiant.
9!
And then it is going to Heart Snare. And it is going to Heart Snare in the area around Joyfried. Joyfried, do you want to make a strength save for me?
Y'all, let's do this. Fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up. Alright.
Fuck it up, fuck it up.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, bitch!
Yeah, you just like catch a tendril of growing vines, just crunch it in your hand. A spiteful
Yeah.
end to its attempts.
You.
The Heartseed is then going to try and rooting strike Joyfried with advantage.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you want to make a charisma saving throw for me, Joyfried?
Alright, let's do this. Charisma! Oh, no, that's not good.
Oof, you find yourself slightly stunned.
Oh, I had some plans. Damn it.
It is the Venher turn.
finally, I get a fucking turn. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm going to cast a very useful spell, which I have not cast so far in this campaign, and it's going to be fun for everyone, except for the enemies, hopefully. I'm going to cast Translocate Baneling. Let's get some little buddies up in here.
Oh, the Banelings. All right. And where specifically do you want to? So you have 2.
I'm just bringing. I want to bring them like. Can I cast them like into the heart?
Yes. Yes.
I do that.
You see like a little hole as like one of the Banelings like sort of pokes its head out, and it's like, and it's holding like what appears to be some sort of like mortar and pestle that are now just floating out into the moon. And it seems to have been like it was like mixing something, and it's looking very confused. The other
I'm sorry about your dinner.
The other Baneling you hear like faintly within the heart side.
All right,
So,
I'm going to command them to just tear that shit up.
Okay, they're just gonna tear that shit up. The Banelings rustle around inside the Heartseed, and that's gonna be an overall 2d10 as they slash at the inside and like just make problems for it. Additionally, the Heartseed becomes congested, losing one of its 3 actions while there are Banelings inside of it.
Okay, that's nice.
They're actually just...
Do you want to do anything with your movement or anything like that, or like do you want to get?
I'm gonna.
Bear in mind,
I'm
you're
gonna
on a difficult terrain.
No, I'm restrained. Okay, never mind then.
No, you're not restrained. You're just in difficult terrain.
Oh, right. Well,
Why is he in difficult terrain?
Because the terrain is made difficult when the heart seed basically entangles the space.
I'm going to move, here.
Yeah, okay. Visually, it's like there are big pillar vines all over, and then when it elects to, all of them shoot out and crisscross over the area, so that flying through it's a pain.
Where?
Venher, yeah, okay, so that's you're gonna pop that and backpedal. Alright. Joyfried, you become unstunned.
Well, that's convenient.
Cross, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Beat this boy right next to me. So, where is it? Spiteful weapon. I'm guessing that hits.
Yeah, 21, yeah, it's gonna fucking hit. Yeah, 11 damage on that thing. Alright, so what do you do now?
That's a good question. Let's see.
You are technically speaking still restrained, so if you want to make an attack yourself, I think it's a disadvantage.
Okay.
But the
Does that
flanking
cancel out?
Yeah, it would cancel out.
Alright.
You could also attempt to escape DC to burst free. Or you can miss.
Damn.
That's also a valid option. Alright. The sprout is gonna try and give you a little poke.
Oh, he pokes, and it hurts.
Yep. It does not promise to be gentle, nor is it.
It hurts.
Sprout behind Joyfried comes up from behind on her.
Fight the leaf. I'm going in behind.
Oh, God. It gives you the
Alright.
seek.
Yep, that hits.
It's gonna pop you for a 13. And it's the Heartseed's turn. The Heartseed only has 2 actions.
You're welcome, everyone.
Thank you, God.
You are welcome, child. Now, stop being such a fuck up and kill the things better.
How long is that cone? 60. Yeah, okay. So it's gonna blow green flame at Kraz and Venher.
Okay, that hits me.
And for its other turn, it is going to twist around and attempt to give itself heartburn. Max, actually, you get the feeling that one of your banelings has died, or been banned.
No!
But there's still
Not
another
one
one
of my-
alive inside. It is now Venher's turn.
It is the turn that is mine, and I will cast a spell, and that spell will be... Okay, it always gets saving throws. Stupid of it.
Yeah, you can tell Joyfried's assault really fucked it up, though.
Yeah, well done, Joyfried. You're the good minion.
Yeah.
I'm actually lawful evil, but thank you.
Well, I say good in a relative term, and I also say to piss you off.
Yeah, my character is unperturbed, just to spite her god.
Oof.
Don't make me god hand you.
You
She
gotta
likes
get
that too,
close
remember?
first.
I'm gonna fly on up to it, which I believe I can do. I'm gonna god hand it.
Yeah,
Tired of its shit.
I think with 40, I think you can do it. Yeah. All right. So give a god hand. You just slap it on aorta. Yeah. Okay. That's gonna be a hit. Yep. 19 damage. Your hand burns with spite, and you just and you hear a terrible shudder and a. And you know the Heartseed's never been, like, destroyed, but you do seem to be inflicting some damage.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Alright,
Alright, Joy.
my turn?
Yep.
So I believe I've used 7 spite points thus far on pissing these motherfuckers off. I'm going to spend one more and vendetta this dying dude.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hit him for all that he's worth. I'm just going to... Well, actually... Would it be possible for me to do one attack, see if that hits and does shit, and then, you know, reserve the other just in case I kill him?
Yeah, no, you can make your attack and then make your other attack at somebody else. You don't have to commit.
Oh, good. Yeah, let me do that then. Let me just... Alright. Yep, and so this would be the first of an attack to hit, which makes it
Extra 2d6.
critical. 2d6, Q, and the vendetta damage.
Melee together is shearing off triangles every which way you go. You always get 22s of that. And then you, boom, heal yourself for 22 as you get a kill on a vendetted foe. And it shatters and breaks and flies to the winds.
That's exactly what I wanted to do. Oh, yes.
So
Now I'm going to reserve...
You got one attack remaining.
Yep. Fucking up the heart seed, and I miss. That's okay.
Can you draw a line? No. If you can draw a line through it to a friendly, you get to flank.
Could I have, like, moved up here after that?
A little intersect on that area. Yeah. Alright, so 20 does hit. Give me the damage.
Alright. 13, and it is my vendetted foe at the moment, so let me do some vendetta damage. Yeah, boy!
Alright. Cross, it's your turn.
Take that, forces of good.
I have a
Spiteful weapon
by the time it gets to me.
is gonna hit the sprout. 26.
Yep.
God.
You take a
Dang
look
it.
with the mace, it gets caught up in the sproutiness.
Wow,
Well-
that one motherfucker just won't
Melee
die.
is bad, so this is first level spell. Does that hit
Yes.
the sprout?
Yes. Oh my gosh. It looks like it's barely hanging in there.
My god.
No! You're kidding me!
It's gonna live long enough to make one more. What
Let him actually
So-
kill Cross.
No. So,
Don't you have? Can't Spiteful Weapon do something when you get attacked?
Spiteful weapon can counterattack.
Yeah,
so-
it uses your reaction or something, right?
Yeah, it's my reaction.
Pop it.
Mhm.
All right, that's a hit. At 8, yeah, it had
I'm
wings.
guessing that
feet
kills
so
it.
it just shatters it apart to pieces. Yeah, the sprout is dead. Long live the sprout. The sprout is dead. And
I'm gonna remake my little thing.
it's the Heartseed's turn. The first thing the Heartseed's going to do is to try and it's going to take some damage from the Baneling still alive inside of it,
Yeah, pestle and more to that bad boy.
and then it's going to try and heart burn it out. The thing inside is still going to survive. It's going to twist around and make a terrible howling sense that you feel in your very brains.
I don't like howling hearts.
And it begins to emit a green flame.
Oh, yeah. Time for some fucking green flame.
Yeah, so those adjacent to the Heartseed make a charisma save.
Yeah, I'm gonna get fucking dead from this. Yeah.
You guys take 3d4 necrotic.
Oh.
You feel the fire is beginning to spread across the vines, like the fire is rising. And that is its turn, and it is Venher's turn now.
Alright, I have a question. I have an ability called Detect Spite.
Yes.
It says, As a bonus action, the God of Spite may seek the spite within the heart of any creatures near him and bring it bubbling up to the surface at will.
Now, that is a very... I thought I knew where you were going with this. And then I heard that wording. And now I think I know where you're going with this. So, there is a impish sized spite inside of that heart. Would you like to bring it bubbling up to the surface?
Oh my god.
Yeah!
Okay. The baneling erupts from the surface of the heart seed. And just like bits of green just go flying, and it reels as juices and fire is sent everywhere. Its flames do expand, but you feel that you've really brought it bubbling up to the surface, and it begins to boil.
Oh. So the heartseed is boiling. The baneling is kind of like in a weird situation where it's kind of boiling up, and it's like, oh no, it's turning into like a puddle.
That was my bonus action.
Yeah.
Now, as my main action, I'm going to slap it again.
All right, you are considered to be flanking. 18 hits. Give me the damage. It is Joyfried's turn.
No, wait, and last is my movement. I'm going to get out of the fucking flames.
No, I had advantage. Damn it.
Okay.
Fucking us.
So you want to get out of the flames, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, its engagement range on that attack is. So is that how that would work? Whatever.
Okay. I'm gonna attack. Oh.
Yeah. Attack the heartseed. Or not. I mean, it's your turn.
Alright.
So the second one's going to be a hit and a crit, no less. Hit that damage. Yeah. Okay. So it auto rolls the crit for you because you got the.
Oh, okay, nice. And then let me also do that vendetta damage.
27. One of the finer vendetta damage rolls we've seen thus far. Alright, it's beginning to crack and peel. And that magma-y baneling is only one of the things that's doing that. You're really slicing it up.
Alright. I'm gonna stay inside the radius of the fire and just like I'm gonna burn with this heart, you know? I'm gonna stick it through.
Take that heart burn. Alright, it is Kroz's turn.
You need some Provosec OTC. Allows me to eat a whole plate of ribs and go on and talk about things and such, and you get the trucks, and then I'll tell you Provosec OTC, and well.
Did we just have a Prilosec ad?
I'm actually sponsored by Provosec, and they said I had to do it in my worst Larry the Cable Guy voice.
So
and use as few talking points as possible. Just slur the word Provosec OTC and list it. Provosec OTC, hot dogs, ribs, bacon.
Damn, we went from my moment of like fucking up this heart while burning in fucking green flames and deciding instead of saving myself that I'd burn with the heart to fucking Prilosec.
Provosec OTC. You can get over counter, stops heartburn fast in his tracks.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm renaming your character. Provosec OTC, because you're stopping the burn.
Alright. So
Oh,
yeah.
turn.
Spiteful
Give me
weapon.
money, drug company.
I
That's
moved
a
it
hit.
here,
Damage.
and you know, for
You want
Even more
to try and escape?
no,
Okay, so you're cool with just chilling in the intention.
yeah, I'm fine with that. All right, level 5 spell, please. God damn it.
Goodbye spell slot.
Okay.
It's the Heartseed's turn. The Heartseed takes slashing damage. The Heartseed also boils from within. And it is now... so it's got 2 actions remaining. It's going to use one to Rooting Strike. Our dear Joyfried. Joyfried, make a charisma save for me.
Call her by her proper name.
Prilosec OTC.
There we go.
That
Oh
is
my
not.
goodness.
And the heart seed is gonna pop.
Let me do that charisma save real quick. I'm probably gonna roll a 1 or some shit.
You did roll one.
Alright. Oh, hey, look at that.
Yep, so you are stunned, and it's going to
I'm
now try and
stunned.
restrain Venher, and it's going to try and burn out the little imp inside of it. The imp is really holding on. This Baneling is the new hero of this campaign.
Stop.
Honestly.
I declare that he is. I'm trying to think of another heart-related medication. Xantex.
All right, so Venher, you want to make that strength saving throw?
I don't want to, but I will. I'd rather just not have to be honest. But it worked out.
Yeah, you're fine. It is Venher's turn.
All right. What to do? 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 I'm tempted to send more Banelings into it.
Do you want to cast that spell again? Are you now playing Overlord?
Yeah, I'm fucking doing it. Why not?
Four
Banelings.
4 fucking Banelings.
Best way to deal with Terran mech.
Alright. There are 4 Banelings inside of it now. There are 5 Banelings inside of it right now. They're kind of pouring around. The one that's sort of a magma pool is doing pretty great. It's like, it's feeling very spiteful right now as it spites an artery. Yeah, do you want to do anything for your bonus action, or are you just going to chill and watch as your demented children tear it apart?
I will rest easy and watch the sunset on a grateful universe.
You're inside the moon, so you can only see the planet below you, not the sun.
I will rest easy and watch the Earth set on a grateful moon.
Roll 5d10.
Boop-a-doo.
Okay. They rip it apart.
Tear it up.
One of them pops out this end, strangled by some vines, and
No!
sort of burns alive. But yeah, the 3 remaining are doing pretty well. It is Joyfried's turn. Joyfried, you would be stunned, but instead something spurs you to action. It's called being fucking burned. You take 5 damage, and now you can have a turn.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but you have
I
you're
like
you're
being on fire. All
limited.
right,
You're limited to
let's
either
do this
taking
some more.
a movement or an action. You're a little dazed.
I get 4 actions.
No, you're limited to either movement or a main action. You're a little dazed.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna take a main action. Fuck this part up.
All right.
Aorta play.
You roll to fuck the heart.
I'm gonna roll to fuck the heart with my sword. The bastard shot.
Fatal.
And both those gonna hit because you're flanking.
Oh shit, yeah. Alright, let's do this. Damage. Damage. And let's get some vendetta damage up in this bitch!
All right, so Joyfried slices apart the heart seed, and the flames they're still pouring out of the heart seed, but they're more falling down through that hole in the moon than they are coming out at you. There's blood everywhere. There's some banelings that kind of get burned alive. One of them manages to make it off to the side, like and
So, do I get some HP from that?
yeah, I'm gonna give you the plus 20. What's more, you feel that you have excised yourself of the taint of the heart seed through destroying it, and you can't help but notice that your hair is looking a lot more white after that fight. It's kind of like pepper now. So you've destroyed. So the heart seed isn't destroyed. The heart seed can't be destroyed, but the heart seed is vulnerable, its ichors and juices and vital flows splayed open before you, ripped open by Joyfried's brutal, spiteful blow. And even as all of the runes around the moon calcify in its green, icy tomb, Venher sees a potential every god has tried and failed to tap. For now. This artifact of the VoD, you feel something within it now, too. It's not natural, it's not even human, hard to say it even as a brain, but you do feel a certain spite within it. Spite, a general kind of spite. It's not a personal entity. It can't understand. It does how it's spiteful towards the unnatural things of this world, like you. But could you use it for your own purposes?
Like a great children's toy once said, twist it. Then bop it. Then shout it. But most just kind of focus on the twist it for now.
I'm stuck.
Good.
Yeah, Kraz, do you wanna roll to escape? Does someone want to roll to cut Kraz out? This Kraz is stuck in some vines. The vines are still growing all over the moon and stuff.
What is it to get out?
It's a strength saving throw.
Am I out yet?
You did not hit a 15.
Wait. Don't I have a weapon? I have a weapon.
You try attacking with disadvantage.
No. This weapon.
Oh, you could have a roll at it. Yeah. Doesn't hit the 15. Yeah. So, what do you do? So, Venner, the spite, you feel the potential within it. Will allow you to twist some of the roots of the heart seed. It won't last forever, but you'll be able to do, or it will. You'll be able to do something permanent, but you don't feel like you're going to be able to do this indefinitely. What truth would you corrupt? Or is there another thing that you would search and feel for and change?
Well, I've already established I don't really want to fuck with any of the truths. They seem to be doing a pretty good job. Search and feel for. I feel like that...
Would you search for a loophole in the dream world?
That sounds juicy to me.
Okay.
I type in heart Google.
Yeah, so its tendrils reach out and you feel them as if though your own fingertips. A mossy lichen spreads through the grooves of a rune somewhere on the dark side of the moon. And you have a sudden knowing. The means by which the God Hunter is traveling seems almost identical to the handiwork of Kronos, moving through time. However, there is something wrong about it. It bears the mark of every living god, formerly living god.
I was about to say, hold up.
The light of Valvorian, the knowledge of Telos, the torment of Telementia, the storms of Ij, the love of Gaia, and even a spicy, spicy hint of spite. How could this be? Other than the fact that you all made liquid essences of your power, that might have something to do with it. How could this be?
This motherfucker. They've been straight up vampire jacking the gods.
But yeah, that's how it seems to be. It seems to be violating the dream well in a way that doesn't align with time as you understand it. With totaled time. You are reminded of the treatise on untotaled time.
Yes, I am reminded of it. Shit's whack, yo.
That's some straight sci-fi shit.
So, what do you do with this knowledge? What do you try to do?
It's not quite in line. Time.
You think this might have something to do with the fact that, the last time she killed God was 200 years ago, but she seems to be really putting on the pressure right now?
I don't know what to do with this. Gotta be honest.
Indeed. But here you are in the moon, the graven truth before you, twitching at the heart seed, pulling at its strings for as long as you can. The moon gate behind you, showing a shimmering blank field of silver. What is a god to do as he feels the growing need to slumber, to rest, to return to the dream well and sit upon the crystal throne where he will again be pursued?
I'm assuming the heart has cut me out at this point. I can't request anything else.
You can try and make a change real quick, but it's not cooperative. You're not going to be able to just use it as a Google.
No. No changes I would make.
All right. The heart seed seems up its mind, or lack of mind, if not its body, and flame and sprout continues to spread all along the moon. It's getting warmer and warmer. But then an ocean breeze behind you, a familiar sight emerges in the portal. An infinite ocean and a three-eyed bird.
Ah. Game of Thrones.
It's a white bird, it's a dove.
Ah. Still Game of Thrones. No, I'm kidding.
What's the difference?
I don't see bird race.
Yeah. Oh god. Veneer's on point tonight.
I'm too tired to not be pithy and stupid. Other nights I tried to actually be like, I'm going to be a god, I'm going to be stoic and spiteful. This time I'm like, I have a stupid joke, I'm going to tell it.
Hey, c'est la vie. You got it.
But yeah, you feel it. You see. Well, I would say, who looks at the portal?
I'm going to look at the portal.
Me.
Portal's a good game.
I'm stuck.
I'm looking at the god looking at the portal.
All right, so you're looking long. You're gazing longingly at Veneer.
Ooh,
To be fair, I do have good sandals on.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's beatific shit.
So Venher looks at the central eye of the bird and remembers that he's forgotten something, but forgets what he's remembered. But he's remembering what he's forgotten. A lie. A deceit. Meanwhile, Kraz, you see
Oh, you fucking cocktease.
Valvorian within the eye.
Ooh.
He's beckoning to you.
Well, that's a shame because I'm fucking stuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll look into the eye too.
You turn, you see the bird. It's a bird. But then, you look into the eye. The eye. And deep in the eye, you see your beloved half-orc, Vela Moonfisher, dancing among the Fae, beckoning for you to come join her. Valvorian is striking a conciliatory face like, it's okay, Kraz. And he's got a very nice dinner set up, and also like a wash basin for, washing some feet. And, Max.
Me.
Venher remembers what he's forgotten while remembering what he forgot. But he forgets what he was remembering, not what he's forgot.
Look at his face.
I'm tempted to like drive to your house and punch you in the face right now. You don't even know.
There's a bar to be thrown between you and the VoD. One you have done before. It's coming back to you in fits and starts. And you remember, you can't trust a lie. The bird flaps its wings, and then as the thunder of its caw billows out across the chamber, the silvery surface goes blank. Yep. So the moon gate's still there, it's just a silver surface, and you guys are in the moon. And it's occurring to all of you that you're not really sure if you can breathe in space.
Wait, it took us till now.
There's air here. And it's really thick, but also the heart seed's doing something to it. And each breath is now drawing in something that feels wet and soggy, and you realize, you look at your tongues.
Can I?
It's rich with spores.
Okay, I want to get out of the sticky vines, please.
You want to roll and make your escape?
Please.
Does anybody want to help poor Cross?
Can I help myself with this? Yes!
Alright, the spiteful weapon slices through and Cross is freed.
So, is there any part of the heart seed that's not, like, massive and would hypothetically fit in my pocket? I'm assuming we right?
There is a pool of ichor exposed at the center of the heart. Do you want to try and like scoop it up?
I'm gonna check with my god actually first. I'm gonna be like, "Yo, we want this shit still?"
I'm gonna say no.
We go
It's
with
gonna be a
this
hard
then?
pass for me. I
We're
feel
just
like
gonna leave an artifact in the middle of the moon.
I mean, fuck, do you have a plan to take the artifact out of the moon? No, in which case, you know, I'm not sure having some droppings from it's going to do us much good. To be honest, we probably shouldn't be carrying around with us this whole time anyway. Might have been beneficial not to bring it here in the first place. That would have been smart.
I mean, hey, if we leave it here, then it won't be on our planet. Woo.
I guess we can always come back.
Yeah, this is a place. Leave it. This is quarantine now. Ignore the fact that the quarantine is the very like processor of reality.
Yeah.
I don't think we're quarantined, bro. We got like spores and shit all over us.
Jesus Christ! You take a shower. You know what that is? Something I invented to spite all you smelly motherfuckers.
But I like smelling.
And also to spite neckbeards, so people can say, take a shower, and the neckbeards can be like, but I need to buy a $200 anime figure. I can't afford soap.
My character is actually hygienic. She's got, I mean, she's kind of almost borderline OCD about wanting to clean out the damned spots she always sees.
Bro, how many limes are in that drink?
I think it's entirely lime.
It's actually mostly rum at this point.
That's what I call a Bud Light Limerita original.
I don't like you.
It was a mojito originally. Now it's rum, water, and limes floating on the surface.
Now it's a Rumita.
What happens if I touch it?
The Limita? I don't
No, the heart.
know. That depends which arms you want to touch it with.
The psionic one.
It goes into the ichors. You draw your hand out, and the glass at the end has been stained green.
Oh, okay. Oh.
That's gross.
I'm gonna touch it with one finger on the other hand.
Everything about this is gross.
It burns. It burns terribly. Whatever your lizard man fingerprint is, it's been burned off. You won't be able to be ID'd on crimes if you use only your left index.
Can I scoop some goop out with my psionic hand?
Yeah. It dribbles out from you. You don't really have a good cup, but you got a little bit. What do you want to do?
I have a kind of like I don't have anything to hold this.
Eat it.
I'm not gonna eat it. It'll just kill me.
Eat it.
Shove it up your poop hole.
You know what? Fine.
Up your ass.
I digest the ichor.
All right, you.
Oh my god, you're an idiot.
Drink the ichor. Roll a con save.
Why would you possibly think that was a good idea?
She said to do it, so I did it.
Well,
I also said to do it. I should have told you not to do it.
Kroz's eyes begin to glow green.
That's gross, bro.
He then
You grow.
takes 2d8 of heartburn.
Heartburn. Ouch.
Yep.
Ouch.
You seem even more tainted than when you pulled him out of that pool.
Oh God. Okay.
I'm like, nah, bro. That's
That's probably
gross.
the dumbest thing I've done.
Joyfree has become less tainted. He has become more tainted. So, Venner, as you survey this moon, you cannot help but feel that your hours are few. What do you do in preparation, or do you return to your crystal throne?
Not sure what there is to do in prep.
Except for take prep,
To avoid
which,
getting
if
AIDS,
taken
yeah.
properly, can prevent the spread of HIV. You might be sponsored by Prilosec, but I am sponsored by PrEP.
How's that go, DC? You gonna stop your heartburn like I stopped eating fish for Lent? I'm just saying. People say you should start eating fish for Lent, but them are sea animals, and I'm a land animal. And Leviticus says those two things don't touch.
Yes, bitch, bring in Leviticus.
I also had to burn my neighbor because he used mixed fibers.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, what's that shirt made of, boy?
I was walking out one day and had a t-shirt. That's why I was that t-shirt. He's like, oh, it's polyester cotton blend. And I was like, well, into the inferno.
So,
What the hell?
All my clothes was made of 100% lycra.
God dang.
what's the plan?
Go sleep.
Is there a plan?
Well, we're gonna head back to the pyramid, and I'm gonna take a big old nappy nap.
Wait, so you wearing entirely spandex? All right, never mind.
No, lycra. Jesus.
That's just the British word.
Hey!
Exactly. I buy it in England. I buy it in England. We're having poor Americans don't know how to make your spandex. If American spandex clogs up your chest and gives you heart palpitations, like I type Prozac OTC.
Kinky.
OTC stands for always take the Prozac. I don't know why I haven't been hired by them.
So,
You should be hired by Prilosec, honestly, or sued for defamation. One of the two.
Technically, I haven't made any infactual claims about their product, so
I think there's some other stuff that they could find a way to sue for.
they'd also need to prove loss of revenue. But
There you go.
so
if anyone's like, man, I'm just gonna suffer through heartburn because that idiot
I
did
don't
a
think we have
weird
enough viewers for them to lose revenue.
Oof.
viewers, all 4 of you. There's still 4 of you.
There's
Viewers,
two.
all 2 of you. This is me speaking to you directly. If you have heartburn, suck it up. Stop being a bitch.
so
Damn, I figured there would be more viewers at this point. We got a lit ass campaign right now.
I feel like our first episode was our biggest, but that's often the case. But anyway, so you guys, I think, are you done in the moon? Am I correct in assuming that? And if so, how would you
Yeah.
like to try and leave the moon?
Presumably warp globe recall. That seems like the standard procedure.
All right, and Ben-Hur,
That being said, we're not on the globe anymore. Woo!
what does Warp Globe Recall say?
Warp Global Recall says, I'm going to do my best Southern lawyer accent.
No.
Yes. Teleport yourself and up to 6 creatures to the throne room of the warp globe or back down to the last place you were called from. Now, I may just be a humble southern lawyer, but I see here it has no mention of being on the globe whilst one is using this spell.
Yep, the warp globe is just the artifact you use to do it. So,
I may have no fancy education.
Pluto
I
back
may
to
not
the
have gone to
room.
Harvard. I may not know how to read. I may only have 3 teeth. But I know what is right and wrong. I know what probably happened. They probably heard my voices earlier, and those 2 viewers that left were from the South, and they're like, this is offensive.
You know, I think that's actually what happened. Because the viewers did go down after the first Prilosec thing.
Or maybe they thought we were actually sponsored, and were like, what a bunch of shills.
Oh my god. So yeah,
I actually do chill for Merc. Up until recently, I've been wearing a Merc jersey and Merc pants when I went on my bike rides.
And when you say
But,
Merc, you mean like Mercedes?
Sorry?
Mercedes?
No, Merc Sharp and Dome, the drug company.
Oh.
Never heard of them.
Unironically, I'm a shill.
I'm not
Of
wrong,
course, I
so-
squeezed the fuck out of them just this past weekend, so they're no longer viable jerseys and bike pants.
Everyone, follow and subscribe and give us money to pay for Pat's brutal fall on her way back home from work.
Also, I desperately need some more Prilosec OTC. I don't have heartburn issues. It's just something about the way it dissolves on my tongue. It's the only way I can feel anymore. So, if you could send any money to help me afford more, or honestly, just send me in loose pills. You find like in your couch cushions. They don't even need to be Prilosec pills. Like, I'm desperate.
Fuck.
Money for better mic. Money for better video camera. For room decor.
Do we want to look at you
Rooms.
better though? Is that what we want here?
No,
we want a
first
better
we,
view of
first
you?
we need this wall to have shit on it. So can you send me some money for that?
Wait, do you want some art? Because my stepfather was an artist and he just died, which means I've inherited a lot of art.
In theory, yes. In
Oh,
practice, I'm not sure.
Sorry.
Moving right along. So, Max, is there anything that you do in preparation before you go to sleep?
To be honest, no, I don't believe so. I tell the 2 of my minions. Well, first off, you got your fingertips so green. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm gonna make some little maligna, and I'm gonna have him like dip his fingers in it.
Okay.
I want to see if I can counteract that green shit.
Now your like fingers and palm is green, but like where the nails would be are like a bright like rose gold.
Rose gold, Jesus. So purple here, then green and rose gold.
What
You're
a
just accessorizing at this point.
that
What is
is
this?
a hideous color combination.
I know. Should I drink some Maligna?
Don't. Don't. I have an acronym for when people ask me should I drink mysterious liquid. It's don't. It stands for don't.
Okay, wait, so alright, actually in character, Mike, I would like to look at a mirror.
Okay.
Following that up.
Would Venher have mirrors in the throne room?
I don't think so, to be honest. He might have some reflective surfaces that one can see the reflection in, but I don't think it would have any mirrors.
Yeah, let's do the reflective surfaces.
Yeah, you see like the side of the stairs or whatever is reflective, and you can see yourself. You can see that your hair is about half shock white.
Alright.
There's a transitional gray zone between the white and black elements.
I'm going to stare at myself intently and draw my sword, the bastard's child, which is not a bastard sword, but rather a great sword, +1. And I'm actually, I'm going to give myself a shear job.
All
Just
right.
fucking cut all of my hair off.
All of it? Jesus.
With a great sword?
Yeah.
Yep. So there's now a lot of tiefling hair in the throne room.
God fuck. A demon. A housekeeping demon.
All right. So a malignant folds out from a pipe and it's wearing like a comical maid's apron, even though it in no way, shape, or form fits their body, and it's like, "Oh, room service for my lord." And
Yeah,
it scoops
my
up
fucking
there.
minion just shed it all over the carpet.
It's like, how terrible.
The breeder said this breed doesn't shed.
Let me know if she needs to be housebroken. And it's kind of scoops
My
up
character's
the hair.
looking at this. I housebreak you.
I think she does.
And scoops up the hair and just goes scoop, scoop, scoots out. Yeah. Are we ready for Ven her nap time?
Yes, I believe it is the time for. Oh, I tell the two of them, ignoring their nonsense. I am about to enter Napland. Forgot the name of it.
The dream.
Be prepared.
Well.
The dream world. Be prepared for some shit may go down.
Sounds like fun.
Sounds like duty.
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 Venher
Being judged.
enters a state of repose on his throne, closes his eyes, the crystal throne glows. And Joyfried and Kraz feel like kind of like beat up but not necessarily sleepy. But then suddenly a strong sleepiness overcomes you. And your eyes grow weak. And we go to a 10-minute break.
Wow.
I'm gonna take a piss.
More drink. I gotta let the dog out.
Yeah.
I'll be back. She give him the look.
Young girl's back. Apparently, I'm not having dinner tonight.
Sad.
Even though I made dinner. I made dinner. Everybody ate dinner. Didn't leave me any.
Some Oliver
We don't
Twist
even have
shit.
ramen. My sister ate the last of it.
Want to hear about people eating things? My cousin, who's staying with me right now, eats oats. He doesn't cook them.
Wait.
He just eats straight up raw oats.
Like
What?
a horse?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That is objectively not true.
R.I.P.
Point is, he'll just like get a packet of like instant oats. Takes a minute to make, and he'll just pour it in his mouth.
Wait, isn't there like
Yeah, that's fine.
go stream
All right,
whatever.
all right, we're back. We're back.
All right, wait, but isn't there like some tranny discourse about oats? I really don't follow trans culture at all, but like oats mean something to the gays.
This is 100% literal. There's no subtext to it. Well, how I learned about this is one day I was making some instant oatmeal like a normal human being by adding liquid to it and then cooking it and then eating it like any person.
Sounds rational to me.
Yeah, But then he was like, "I want some," so he grabbed a packet. It was maple brown sugar flavor. I remember this like it was only yesterday, but it wasn't. It was like a month ago. Point being, he then opens it up, and instead of pouring it into a bowl or some other sort of cooking vessel, he pours it into his goddamn mouth and eats it.
Ew, 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 ew. That's degenerate.
I agree.
Degenerate.
And here's the thing. It's not like I could kind of understand if he was like, I'm in a huge rush right now. I'll do this once because I really need to get something in me matter-wise immediately. However, he does this a lot. He has nothing but free time. And he swears it is better
That's disgusting.
than cooked
I
oats.
thought it was mental. I'll be right back.
He swears it. And oh, we got a new person. I think it's the oat talk. Hello, new 7th person. I'm assuming you want to hear me talk more about oats. Little known fact.
You're wrong. Nobody wants to hear you talk about oats.
Little known fact about oats is that they're actually growing in a weird sort of gourd.
Here you are in the dream well. The sparking blade and wrong green hammers beside you. And you see again a doorway to an infinite ocean and a 3-eyed bird.
Spoopy.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, we're back, boys, in the dream world again. Doing the Don't Get Killed by the God Hunter challenge.
I don't like this. All right. So the blue thing was like a portal, right? Is it still
Yeah, so,
open?
You're surrounded by this runic dream structure, which is temporarily away from the snares of the God Hunter. Hey, I just began describing things. You're surrounded in this runic green structure you were in last time. Before you again is just a doorway that just opens up into a totally different place, an infinite ocean.
So, boss, do we want to head to the infinite ocean?
And
Or does that sound like a bad idea?
You see a white bird flying towards you.
White Bird, Infinite Ocean. Does not sound familiar to either of you.
I didn't see that, did I?
I'm just kidding.
I want to go in there. There's something I'm so close to remembering. It's tickling at the edges of my synapses. It's not a good time.
Ooh.
Don't you ooh-woo me.
I just did.
I take your sight away.
The wrong green hammer is now blind.
Oh,
I give it
God.
back.
The wrong green hammer can see again. For a sense, it's really not clear. But yes, do you step through to the ocean breeze?
Yes.
You find yourself floating over an endless ocean. You can't fly in this form, but your weapons can. If you grab either hilt, you can kind of like pull up yourself.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna do some dope chin-ups. Get ripped.
Yeah. As you chin up, you see someone familiar, but your friends don't. Joyfried sees her lover, and the wrong green hammer sees Volvorian. Volvorian, god of light, who is supposed to be dead.
See, I like how...
says Dekraz, I knew you would betray me all along, but fear not, my apostle. It was preordained. Come, eat. Let me cleanse you with my light. It has all been set forth that it might be this way, and I could be with you again. Meanwhile, the sparking blade sees something else entirely. Joyfried sees her lover, Vela Moonfisher, the wild half-orc, dancing amongst the Fae, calling to her. She feels the humanness in her, wanting to answer. So yeah, Max, on the other hand, you see something else floating above the ocean in the eye of the bird. A man whose head is wreathed in horns. Or is it antlers, strains branching into each other, the color of steel. He floats up to you and says, "A pity it never works twice."
Who are you?
We've met, but you've forgotten. He smiles.
Yeah, hence me asking who you are.
I have many answers.
Well, give me fucking one of them.
He turns and becomes, in the process, infinitely slim. Smoke spreads near his base, and it takes the form of a familiar person from your past. Many familiar people. The smoke twirls and swirls, and slowly you recognize your tribe. Not the tribe of Venher. No, you left the tribe behind. The tribe of Harkaf. Who you were on that desolate world where you had to struggle each day to survive. And
I didn't even have time to cook my oats.
And you hear a voice. Yes, you see Colin, the half-handed, just deep-throwing a bag of oats as the rest of the tribe tries to take away the weak supper from them. And all of the smoke disappears. And the man apart from you, floating over the abyss of sea, half-heartedly asks, "Wouldn't you like to go back?"
Back to the tribe? Back to the scraping by every day, purely trying to survive, find enough to fill my stomach, scrabbling in a world that was not ready for me, that was not ready for any of us? No. I'm beyond that now.
I thought so. Your companions, on the other hand, more of an open question.
Is it though?
So, yeah, Valvorian is trying to get you to come.
He might be beckoning me, but I know he's dead and he's powerless. If I was fucking blind, why would I follow you?
Do you know that he's dead, though?
His power disappeared for some oh god.
He tells the lie. And you make a charisma save.
God. I don't. Oh, wait. Charmed by the... Can I spend force spite then?
Yeah.
And just succeed?
Yeah, do you want to do it?
Yeah, fuck that.
Spite
I don't want to be charmed.
for your old god
Yeah.
kills you. And something changes about the Wrong Green Hammer. It rattles, it shakes, flesh emerges, and fully formed pops out.
Oh, okay.
Craws.
Ew.
Ew.
I'm gonna make a bit of a highfalutin literary reference here. In the Ballad of Gilgamesh, there is a scene in which Gilgamesh sees, I think it's an axe. I believe it's an axe. Which is so hot to him, he fucks it.
Is this really in the Epic of Gilgamesh?
Yes.
That sounds like it's in the Epic of Gilgamesh. I've read that shit. It's wild.
Yeah, there's another whole chapter that's just like an orgy scene, but that's neither here nor there. It turns out the axe is representing a dude he's gonna meet later.
And does he fuck that dude?
Doesn't
Fuck
not
the dude.
a little bit, maybe.
No, a little. Just the tip, just for a minute, just to see how it feels. Alright. Meanwhile,
It's been a while since I read it. I'll
the
admit.
sparking blade, but you notice more and more the light on it sparks white. But inside its mind, in the soul of Joyfried, she is confronted with the horrors of her past, her actions and those done to her, and the sad, sad memory of a lover lost.
What?
Or is she lost? Make me a charisma save, my friend.
Okay. I'm gonna fail this charisma. Fuck. Yeah. There's no way I can get that without a nat 20.
So, you can also elect to spend 4 spite to bring forth, like, it's, you feel this warmth around you. Your eyes that you don't have as a sparking blade. The lids grow heavy. You feel like you're entering a warm sheath. Like sleep might overcome you even though you're already asleep. Just to lay there, just to enjoy, to move through this spectral reality, but there's something inside of you, your spite. And if you use it to rend and tear, you can break free.
Yeah, so let me just ask a real quick question. Are we all back to full spite?
Yeah, you unrested.
Alright, so, yeah. Alright. Though tempted, Joyfried is to fall back into that warmth, that comforting notion that she is loved and that her loved one is out there for her, waiting. She knows none of it's real. She knows none of it can be real. That she herself has changed so utterly that she could never experience the same joy that she once felt.
The sparking blade shakes, shimmers, and explode. There's 1,000 tiny pieces disappearing into twinks of light. And from the hilt spurts forth a fountain of pure white hair. And then out crawls Joyfried, the unrepentant, whose icon I have not properly gotten because I didn't put it in.
That is okay.
Yeah, and Venher, you feel something is strange in this place. They shouldn't be able to appear like this in the Dreamwell. And then you remember what you have forgotten.
Shit.
You remember forgetting it.
Leading up to this.
And you are brought back to face an old foe who you bypassed once before. Face to face with Volvorian's last lie. Wow.
Wasn't Volvorian the god of light?
Wow.
Well, he says, as you all drift above this endless ocean, I suppose it is my pleasure to execute this duty twice. Though I do feel something has changed. The part of me I left behind here. And then a ting! As a soul strand of the God Hunter's snare shoots across the infinite ocean behind you.
Shit sticks.
And you roll initiative.
It's the 5-0!
Ooh, damn.
Are you fucking kidding me with these initiative rolls?
Don't worry. I'm not going to tell you when not to worry about initiative. But you have to roll it anyway.
Not bad.
Me 5.
Wait, just to be clear, in my dream incarnation slash the real me or whatever this is, does my character have full-on white hair or is she still bald?
Full-on white hair in this dream state.
Fuck. She's pissed about that.
So yeah.
But I respect that.
Absolutely nothing is going on strange here. Joyfried gets the first move. Oh, by the way, none of you can fly, so you are all presently plummeting towards the infinite ocean beneath you.
If only I had a spell, which could solve that. Oh wait.
Yeah. Actually, do you want to cast that right as this happens?
Yeah. Why not?
I'll let you get it off as a surprise round, because otherwise, I just could
Fall and
Joyfried.
drown.
I
Oh,
would have
wait.
just had my action.
Wings of
We
Spite.
can do that mission right.
You know, a stirring pain shoots down your nervous system as you
Ouch.
sprout rose gold wings of spite to bear you onward and gain a flying speed of 40 feet.
It hurts so good.
It's Joyfried's turn.
Joyfried's turn! Alright.
Joyfried turn. Come and grab your enemies.
Alright, so seeing as how like there's only one enemy here that Joyfried can detect, she's gonna vendetta the fuck out of that dude.
Okay.
Like, bruh,
So
I don't like you.
you go to lay your vendetta upon Volvorian's last lie. And you feel a strange familiarity. A familiar spite. As if though you are but the anticipation of the great and powerful vendetta between two entities immeasurably more powerful. And boop, you gain all advantage on all attacks against Volvorian's last lie, because Max already had a vendetta against Volvorian.
Oh, wait.
Bavorian's a genuine piece of shit. Genuine.
That's what I hear. Okay, so that worked, right?
Uh-huh.
We good? Then let's fucking party. My character is like, if I must be nothing more than a tool, then let it be. Let me be the tool that burns all that my wielder would have me burn.
So like a lighter.
Yeah, sure. Or flamethrower.
One day, someone in this podcast will get off a genuine moment without me undermining it.
That's fine. I mean,
It goes for
more than
myself
that-
too.
I don't believe it.
You target Volvorian's last lie with the melee attack, snaps its
Yeah.
fingers, and light descends upon you. Make a dexterity save. You swing to the side as a light descends next to you. A beam of it, strong and pure. And Austin, you know that... Oh, I do not cross on this. Cross.
Oof.
You know that that is truly Volvorian's light.
Ooh,
Yep.
shiny.
Shit.
Yeah, so Pat, you...
If I detect one bit of weakness in you.
Yeah, so you swooped out of the way, so you're free to go.
Alright. Lay down them fucking broadsword attacks. I can't actually see. Do either of those,
That's one hit. You got one hit.
Okay, it counts as a critical, because this is my first attack against a vendetta foe. See, is the damage going? I don't see it on my end. Oh, there we go.
Arrived.
And I get vendetta damage, and I get to roll 2d6. Alright.
You kill shit out of that thing. And by that I mean you deal some damage. So now
Yeah, I didn't figure it.
Volvorian's last lie's turn. They're going to use... Yeah.
Nope.
They're going to look very forlorn and say, I suppose it's this again. They're going to use Bright Burst at you, and then at the end of their turn, they're going to use Volvorian's Flame. Make another dex save.
Alright, give me a sec. Let me press them buttons, bruh.
Oh yeah, you absolutely outmaneuver him. Venom, it's your turn.
Nice.
Yes,
Oh.
Venom's turn.
Then here.
All right. I'm going to. I feel like I gotta God hand him. I feel like that's the appropriate thing to do. This guy's a bitch, and he deserves to be bitch slapped.
All right, you. Yeah. Okay, so you move there. And that's a God hand that definitely hits. So that's 27 damage. Yeah, as you lay your hand upon him, he goes, "Ah." It's been so
It was-
long since I felt that.
Don't make this weird.
What the hell?
Yeah, he's gonna use Bright Burst on Volvorian, or not Volvorian, on Venher. Then he's gonna use Volvorian's Flame on Venher. Venher, give me a saving throw. A dexterity saving
All
throw,
right.
to be specific. And yeah, you pass the save. Cross, it's your turn.
Boop, boop. Yep, second pick right. Schmack. Here. Smack of the old spootful weapon right there.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, click it.
I think you're maybe already flanked by us.
No, it's fine. Completely surround him that way in case he has something.
They would need to be in this, yeah.
Okay, sorry, never mind.
Anyway, you hit.
Yeah, 8 and let's see. So, on the one hand, I could try and touch him, but he might be resistant to necrotic damage. So, I'm just going to try and smack him with my Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a hit?
That's a hit. Give the damage.
Okay. I think. Yeah, okay. I already have the 2d8 in there. That force damage is from Divine Spite.
Alright, it takes another turn. It uses Bright Burst on you, and it pops Wolverine's Flame on you. So make a dex save, Cross.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, you're going to eat 20 Radiant for breakfast. And as we reach the top of the round with Joyfried, another of the God Hunter's snares, you can almost see it coming even though it's going so fast, but it's moving over an supposedly infinite space. It's approaching. And it bounds into existence to your north.
Ooh!
Oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
That's close to me. I don't like it.
But it's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna do the same exact thing that I always do, which is to say, try to fuck this dude up with my sword. Fuck Volvorian, fuck the Light God, fuck the Light God in particular, because that's the fucking God that the guy that fucked over my life served.
Yeah, like God bad.
Alright, that's 2 hits.
Not you. Somebody else.
Give me that damage and it will provide...
That. Spite vendetta damage 2. Alright.
Alright, so that comes out to 34. Yeah, alright, so you cut him down, and he seems to be shattered, and he twists and he turns, and Venher, you've now fully remembered what you had forgotten.
Wait, do I get XP from that?
Yeah. I'll hear this one. Venher, you remember that this was the Volvorian's last lie was left in his stead to keep people from ascending to godhood through his path. He would tempt them in and then destroy them through their own desires. But your faithful companions saw through it, thanks to the spite you instilled in them. And he couldn't use it on you because it only works once. And yeah. His body floats, beginning to regenerate, stitching itself back together. But before it can, it touches the God Hunter's snare.
Oh no.
Ooh.
And in an instant, something flies through it, snapping and whoosh, piercing Volvorian's last lie. Mere motes of sparking dust left in his place. This final shard of Volvorian's soul he left in his stead to guard the path to immortality. Destroyed.
I am conflicted.
You just get zapped. He just got zapped.
Yep.
He just touched the bug zapper. Well then, God, where do we go now?
A ripple of gold and white light emerges at the center of the ocean beneath you. And where it starts turns jet black. The water's shivering with purple suds.
Oh, guys, you made me ink.
And it spreads, and it spreads.
I hate you.
I like that.
And the surface of the water, you can see something familiar in the waves.
Mm-hmm.
You see terribly familiar things in the waves. An old friend who has a fight to pick that you have not finished.
This
And
fucker.
some companions, all of them writhing as the waves grow more and more chaotic, as tornadoes of dark energies begin to spread, and the psionic arm glows with energy. You see the threads of light that held together this place each fall, one after the other, as what it was keeping at bay floods in.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so the door behind you has closed, but you see another one slide into existence, and it looks like it's going to slide out of existence, but something catches it like a door jamb. A purple curling finger, a metal ring, and then spreads its undulating pink rust over the frame of the base, giving you, perhaps, enough time. You see it's the dream well, again, the far side. It's about 60 feet from you. Yeah. What you guys gonna do?
I mean, we just take 2 actions to just yeet in there. We have 80 movement.
Yeah, y'all wanna... So, like, these guys below you are sort of emerging from the water and bobbing around like, So, like, y'all just want to dash out while you can?
Yeah, but like, all right. So I can't actually see their names and all that shit. Are they? What are we doing with here?
They're Void Torn and the Harriers from before.
Why can't you
Or the
their
green-
Yeah,
names?
let's eat. I ain't fucking with no Far Realm shit.
Yeah, Yeetus.
You rush.
That's the exact opposite of my king.
And you're back in the dream, but it's not the dream well. No, you realize with sudden anticipation you have arrived in something you had only ever heard Dobra rave about. The Dream Weave. This whole place is suffused with magic heading directly to mortals calling upon their spells. Joyfried and Austin feel electrified by the presence of magic in the air, but to Venher, this is like Diet Coke to his molasses Coke.
But to us, it's like Coke. Is that what you said?
No, to you it's like Diet Coke.
Oh.
No, sorry. To him it's like Diet Coke, but to you it's intoxicating.
Yeah, like cocaine.
So yeah,
So that's it.
you find yourself... do you guys have line of sight restrictions right now?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Cool.
We don't see shit.
Are you blind?
I see she might have issues. Ooh.
I have a little bit of. Wait, let me see. Do I?
You're
Okay.
moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay there.
Alright, so... yeah, you find yourselves...
I know where we are.
They say Austin again. Whee!
Yeah, well...
Don't dead name Cross.
What?
What?
Ting! A God Hunter snare shoots between the group.
I smack it with my hammer.
You do. Bear in mind, you are not presently a hammer.
Oh,
You just try and attack it?
no.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna scooch up a bit so that I have at least some maneuverability.
Yeah, do you guys want a conga line under it?
Yeah, oh, we can just get under
Yeah,
it?
yeah, we can do that, then let's just do that.
That- yeah.
And get on the ground and
We're in the maze, guys. We're in that labyrinth that we
I
saw
thought it, like-
earlier.
Cut us off completely.
We are in the glyph of the Dreamwell.
Indeed. As Joyfried comes to this realization, she wonders, didn't she see something sparking in here?
Ah, yes. Shall we continue then?
Venher, you hear a familiar voice in the distance. It says, faster, faster, faster. Come, come.
I'm gonna need like half hour and a lot of stimulation, but
Jesus.
You've got some minions here. We can help you.
Yeah, but do you think Venher's a scaly, though?
That's true. Good point.
You know, just to spite you, he is.
no.
Oh,
Now I must just be spiting myself.
Exactly. That's even better, right?
But I do think that both of his companions right now have tails.
That's true.
We
I
do.
mean, a tail wasn't a necessary no. Scale,
Yeah, right. Tails are kind of hot.
scales less so. Tails, yeah, why not?
Yeah,
You can have fun with a tail.
you really can. Sorry.
So yeah, you guys are in a hallway. I mean, beneath you, where normally you would see just expansive Dreamwell, you see like glowing circuits of energy. Each of the schools of magic, the colors, the forms, the clerical domains, above and below you through reflexive surfaces, and the purple walls surround. As you advance, you feel a certain uncertainty of your form, as if you might snap back to being weapons at any point, or Venher, you might be reduced to what you once were, just the little 1 HP Venher, running scared.
Well,
Damn, that's rough.
that's 256 times worse than I am right now.
Calvin, here are you coming?
Yeah, but I don't want all of us to be in a straight line at any point. That just seems like asking for trouble.
That is true. Can we just run? I could pick that corner.
For example, in games where
Bonds?
grenades are a thing, clustering all the party together in one place, that can go very poorly.
Ah, yeah, I wonder if that'll be in a future podcast episode, Max, you think?
Grenade.
Yeah, if I ever fucking record the intros.
Cross, as you enjoy Freed around this corner, I want both of you to make perception rolls for me.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I think that's like a thing that I can do. God, that's a 7. God, that's 2 7s. God, that's 2 16s.
What is this perfect 17 quadrangle going on here?
That's just impossible!
You rolled 2 16s and I rolled 2 7s.
What the shit is
Yeah.
going on here?
Roll 20 is triggering me.
Bruh.
Venher made a play with the idea of being a god of luck in his youth, you know.
I mean, I tried it for a bit, but there wasn't. I didn't have much luck.
Hey, got him.
Yeah.
I got really pissed off about it, and God of spite just happened from that. I mean, give me fucking lemons, I'll make lemon grenades. No one's ever said that before. That's an original quote by me.
Although,
So,
I think I will
Cave-
be the one to burn your house down with the lemon.
both
Yeah,
of you,
I was gonna
both
say.
of you catch a brief glimpse of some sort of bronze heels, like the fancy kind of heel that one might wear to an event. Around-
Like high heels?
yeah, like brass heels.
That would be incredibly heavy.
Indeed. Unless, of course, you were a goddess.
Or a god slayer.
Indeed. I would allow
God
anyone
hunter.
to roll religion
I will roll religion.
who saw it. Unless they
I
talked
will
about
roll religion as well.
I don't know a whole lot about religion. I usually just kind of live it.
Do I know anything about
it.
religion?
Jesus
They
Christ!
talked about it,
I
but
didn't-
be about it. Oh, what do you know? The cleric knows something about religion. I would say with the original 18 on religion, Pat does too.
What do you know?
That the brass heels are artifacts of Kronos. She was said to wear them when she, all the time actually.
Hmm.
They have to go faster.
Interesting.
Yep.
The brass heels of Kronos. Shall we follow them?
Yeah. Let's. Why not? Kronos seems to be an important figure in this mystery.
Do.
Which way did Kronos go?
Which way did Kronos go? She went this way.
Well, then let's go this way.
Fucking Kronos, I'm gonna get you, you old bitch.
I feel like we're being led into like a dead end here. Do you have
I
any
forget
idea
what-
which way?
Like, I probably could check things, but
Let's see.
I don't know. I don't think.
Come on,
this
party,
is
let's split up.
There's
Cross, you and
nothing-
Scooby
there's
go
nothing
down.
there's nothing this way. It's a dead end.
Okay, then we'll go this way.
It is, and at the end of it, hold on.
Whoa,
Cross, you're still
whoa.
here. You see something there. It seems to be the wall, but it's undulating.
Ooh, that is a very nice.
Hey, boss. Hey, boss. The wall's moving. What do?
Undulating, you say?
I said moving.
I'm gonna go take a look. Since it's undulating.
I like that adjective. I'm gonna stay here though.
Yeah, it creeps forward a bit, and in it you can see a sea of polymorphs. All the spell changing potentiality here in the weave, all in accordance with the WoD, but arrayed before you like the back of a piano.
Now that's my kink.
You see one go, and you know somewhere some mortal has just been turned into a chicken. Ding.
Cute.
Another has been made a black dragon.
Nice. I like that one.
A wave.
I don't know, I'm personally preferential.
A wave.
I had a crap joke.
A wave rolls over all of them as someone casts true form.
Interesting. Let's
Well,
not
we
go in
got-
there.
The wall grows, undulating towards you.
Boss, it's getting closer.
Yeah,
what's,
you want to get hit by a living spell of polymorph.
The living, not the living spell of polymorph, like the magical embodiment of polymorph. Yeah, let's keep on going.
Is this not? I assumed from your triad that this was a poly group. Sorry, I must have misguessed.
That's the-
This may be.
What I understand, that's the other campaign you were in.
Oof.
Yeah. Unironically.
And then you hear the click, click, clack of some heels ahead of you.
Oh, that bitch.
Bitch.
Of course, they are a reflection of it, as if though not quite there, not fully physical.
Ah,
You feel
been
yourself
here
getting
so
closer
fast.
and closer and closer.
That was some ziggy zaggy bitches.
And as you run around this corner, you see you see a maze of lines that thrum like lightning and course and arc across nodes on the wall. You feel that they are each connecting like a point striking a different individual, but keeping that same energy.
So it's like laser beams kind of deal, like in the hall.
Yeah, so if you wanted to, you could try an acrobatics to pass through untouched.
One of you go first.
Don't we have wings?
Not right now, but it's
Yeah,
still a pain in
no,
the ass.
you do, but you're in a fairly tight space.
That's my favorite kind of space to be in.
Well,
Can I like throw a crossbow bolt through it? See what happens?
Yeah.
What happens?
Roll to throw.
Roll to throw.
Dex modifies proficiency.
Oh well, then that's plus 5, so 16.
It with a 16, it strikes one of the bolts, and you see a spell effect quite like chain lightning,
Ooh.
and the bolt is incinerated, falling to ash on the floor, but then falling through the glassy floor and just sort of fading into nothingness. As you see this, you begin to forget your form and remember a new one. Your body trying to constrain into a hilt, your head into that of a hand.
No.
Yep. Roll charisma save. You buff it for now.
Yay.
Fish is no good.
All right. Well, I'm tempted to try to navigate the laser field.
Get an acrobatic score of
Can we destroy the walls?
That's an interesting question. Can you destroy the walls?
That's an excellent question. Someone give it a big ol'. I'm gonna God slap it.
So, which wall do you walk up to in God's Lab?
South one.
Okay. You slap the wall. Where you struck it, a big red print remains. And you lose 2 of your business casual spite.
Oh shit.
And you see coursing along this wall, the energy bleeds out as the impression fades. And you feel like you've just empowered a bunch of random people's spells with spells. Like, someone somewhere throws a firebolt, and it burns rose gold with spiteful energy and just blows away whoever they were trying to kill.
I could get used to that.
Except that it would drain you of power utterly.
Except you're also gonna like
He has a lot of business casual spite.
die here.
You feel like if you were to perform a miracle here, you might be able to really fuck with shit, but...
That seems like a bad idea.
Or would it be a really great idea?
So if I were to just walk through this lightning field, how much would I incur? How many hits would I incur?
Axe?
If you were to
Just straight up walk through it,
you just walk through it.
like with my shield up.
Your physical form, when we like woke the fuck up, would be an axe. You'd be like an actual axe forever, or a hammer, or whatever the fuck you are. I don't care.
Hammer.
You would get hit by chain lightning 4 times.
I walk through.
Oh my god, you dumbass!
I can't do the acrobatics. Rather just walk through.
Can you make 4 dex saves for me?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Jesus, you're so fucked!
I made 1. Holy shit! Oh fuck! That's a lot.
I think technically it's half damage, but I'm just gonna give it to you with that nat 20. It saves you. Like, right as you're about to take it at the end, you're like, raw, and you hop out. But yeah, so a very burnt, charred, smoking cross makes it to the far side.
I think I'm okay.
So yeah, Venher and Joyfried now know the danger.
I just healed myself for 70.
Well, I'm gonna try to cross it. Why the fuck not? And I'm gonna go for the athletics. I'm not gonna be an idiot.
I
How does that work out?
You can possibly your way through that shit. There's
Hey,
leaps and bounds and
alright.
flips and pirouettes, and Venher manages to artfully avoid all lightning damage.
I don't know why, but I have actually taken acrobatics, but that probably
makes
doesn't help.
2 deck saves.
I don't actually remember hitting acrobatics. I was probably trying to say athletics, but I chose acrobatics instead. But you know what? It's playing out in my favor, so I'm not gonna say shit. Did
God.
are they appearing on it?
You got hit twice. You got zzz, but you make it through.
Damn it.
Yeah, you feel the source of the footsteps is close.
Alright, I'm gonna heal myself real quick, and I'm gonna spend 1 spike to do so at...
I will say that it is clear sign of my divinity that I was able to get through the laser grid, and you guys weren't.
Well, duh, you're a fucking god.
Yeah, I just walked through it.
Like an idiot. You didn't even try.
Trying is hard.
2d8 plus 10, I think. Wow, I'm really fucking this up. Plus. There we go. Alright.
Alright, let us continue to the south. If such a term could describe anything here.
Well put.
The south, well, it does seem to be rising again. Well, not yet, actually. Not where you.
Yeah, no, never. Let's not.
So you wind the corners, and you hear here. Venner, as you round the corner, you for an instant see Kronos looking towards you, not directly at you, almost as though she's guessing. And she says, her eyes go blank, roll up, and the anticipation of her, the vibrating form, it's like when she's jumping forward in time, but she's not yet quite arrived, vanishes in a way you've never seen before, just gone. Behind her is a device of wiring and windingness, machines, pendulums, and around it, undulating walls that seem to be formed around this coil. And you know, in the instant you look in her eyes, that there's something coming. As you go closer, you feel that familiar sense, that queasiness, that taste of copper on your tongue, when a miracle of Kronos was about to occur. You feel her thaumaturgy racing forward in time to this point and place. Before you, a spell will forge. You think that if you use it in the next minute, you will be able to craft a spell imbued with not only your own miraculous powers, but also those of Kronos.
So if I use Miracle Forge spell right now, I can give you some dope ass shit. You know it. I know it. We all know it.
How much does that cost?
That one costs 2 spite.
Alright, so that's gonna cost you 2 spikes, and you're gonna gain 1 on Hui, so you've got 1 blank slot in terms of the god level spike. Bam! Alright, you guys shudder as the acrid scent of his miracles wash over you, and Venhir approaches the spell forge. And now, what does he do?
And yeah, what does he do?
Wait, what? Sorry.
Okay, so what? So you've just used a miracle, forged spell.
Mm-hmm.
In this unique location and point in time, you gain the value of 1 of Kronos' time points, in addition to your own 2 spite points you put into crafting this new path from the VoD to the weave, manipulating the very way that magic is meant to work to make a new spell of yours. But it's also going to slightly be a spell of hers. It can have elements that spite cannot. And you are also remembered of a detail in the back of your brain cage. That treatise that somebody took out of the office.
Yes. I do remember that treatise.
A treatise on untotaled time. It occurs to you a simple truth. Time seeks always to advance.
Yeah.
It cannot be stopped. Perception of it can be slowed. What would be more spiteful to time than to be untotaled? To be divided. You think you could create a spell here which would create a relativistic rift in time, which would result in that area around you infinitely dividing.
That sounds super fucking useful.
Yeah, you could also do a lot of other things, though. You know, Kronos never managed to go backwards in time, but she did manage to go forwards in time.
Huh. I mean, this sounds stupid, right? This sounds stupid in my head, but I can't think of any reason why it is. The God Hunter is not a god, presumably, and therefore is not truly immortal. If I just go forward in time enough, could I just outlive the God Hunter? Just, skip over their time.
One problem with that. The gods have been dying for centuries.
Oh, how long do elves live?
Elves live infinitely, but they can't make it to beyond 4,000 years before their soul has been hollowed out and replaced by something else.
That's a good
Then
point.
here, my darling god, did we also not learn earlier that perhaps the God Slayer was fucking around with time because she maybe had access to, like, Kronos' Icar kind of shit, and maybe she wasn't attacking from her own timeline relative to yours, but rather a certain point in time where she could just pew into the dream well at random times.
Yes.
Certainly seem random.
Well, I mean, not random, but, like, for us mortals, it would appear random. Maybe.
Okay, you mortals.
Yeah, would make sense to us.
I was just talking about myself, actually. I was using the royal we, but,
The royal we is not a royal us. That's not how it works.
My character doesn't actually... She's got an intelligence of 12. She doesn't actually get how the royal we works. She just thinks what she said, it sounded cool, so she went ahead and said it.
All right.
Oh, whatever you say. I have an intelligence of 8.
So now I gotta think through a spell, which is gonna be hard.
Why do you think I've been extremely smart?
I thought you had a higher intelligence than that, motherfucker!
God, no, it's all in wisdom.
Yeah, I've got a pretty low wisdom, I'm not gonna lie. My character's a total train wreck.
The machine is before you.
This is my least favorite type of creativity.
Of time and actually create a spell that could reverse time.
I don't think it can reverse time. Although, what a kind of spite the god of time that I managed to pull off what she never could.
Right? Like, that would
Do you see him just go?
spiteful. That would be spiteful as fuck.
Could I make it work?
You do recall something from the treatise on untotaled time.
I whip out the book
Yeah, whip it out, boy.
and I put it in your hands.
Yeah, the note that Kronos left. Total time fallacy prevented prior heart seed experiments from working. Must recalibrate the universal divider. Requires grave and truth level permission. Maybe not possible. Instead, I am going to. The note ends.
We kind of fucked up that whole division, right? With the heart seed just kind of gushing on it.
I did offer to take the heart seed out of the Draven.
You offered to take some of the goop out.
No, I took the goop out.
Take the goop out. I offered
Well,
to take the heart seed out.
Right now,
Take the
there
bigger
is Heartseed Ichor staining the hand of your psionic arm.
Oh, hey!
And
was
presumably the heart seed has master level access.
Oh god.
Could I, like...
Yeah, hold my arm.
Like, you know, hold hands with my dear friend here.
Okay.
I can't believe this was fucking planned!
You have not learned the lesson of Leland yet. Well, that's
Nothing is planned.
So you
biggest plan.
you touch the hand, and real quick for me, both you and actually everyone here is going to make an int save, but
Fuck.
you feel yourself establishing a connection, even though you're in the dream well and it's in meat space. And we're going to see what Pat's int save comes out to. Okay, Pat.
Oh, enough.
You see a glint on the arm, the more purple part of the arm, and for a second, can you see an eye? And it's gone. Just a suggestion. Venher, as you feel your connection to the heart seed, it burns at you. It denies you. It spites you, but you spite it back, and you do feel that you can still, perhaps, manage to exploit it. But you're not the only things there. A third party listens in. Someone
Trace that number.
is witnessing this. They watch with rapt attention, and you get the feeling that they watch with not just one eye, but many thousands teeming eyes around the corner, in the light where no darkness touches, shadeless for want of shade, guarded for lack of guards, seeping, coming. Is this, or is it an anticipation? But yeah. So aside from from the fact that someone's watching, they're perfectly normal. Nothing wrong here.
Dope.
Yeah.
Ew.
So do you want? Okay, so you want to attain. Must recalibrate the universal divider, which will require grave and truth level permission. The universal divider would have insisted that you could only ever half time using spite time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's possible, very strangely possible, it occurs to you, that you might be able to multiply time by a negative. You suspect that this exception would be handled by something like Heaven's Postscriptum, but you didn't see it anywhere in the moon. This is just the end of the code that you saw, though, so it could be somewhere else in the universe's rules. You don't know.
Well, it seems like something fun to me.
So
Either way, something interesting's gonna happen.
Is this the spell then? Do you create the spell? What do you name it? You're making the spell.
I'm gonna call it. The name of the time god was Kronos, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Just
I'm
name it
kinda-
Polyfuck.
They didn't pay for the spell package deal. I kind of want to call it Kronos' Folly.
Kronos' Folly?
Yes.
Alright. It has a casting time of 1 action. It is a level 8 spell. It has a range of self with a question mark feet radius. Multiplies time by a negative. And yeah, you have now forged Kronos' Folly, the spell. The whirring wires burn themselves out with the passing of the time energy, and the undulating walls advance to fill their space.
Oh shit, the undulating walls.
Yes.
I know you're a fan, but like, the rest of us got god hunters to fight.
Indeed. The energies spark and sizzle out, and it looks almost like a circular rune burnt into place. And you begin to feel as if though it is. Indeed, before you lies a new sigil as the shapes rework themselves. Or perhaps they were always like this.
Ooh.
The sigil, the rune of negative time.
Damn, chica.
Yes.
It's like a clock, but the hands are pointing at each other instead of the time.
And as this happens, the acrid scent of Venhir's miracles, touched with the copper tinge of Kronos, you feel as if though you have witnessed something no mortal, no entity was ever meant to do, much less see, much less do, much less know. Experience. And this experience lodges itself in the backs of your mind, your body. You're dreaming. You're dreaming. Wake up! Wake up! You awaken in the throne room.
I wake in the back of a cart. Ah! You're that horse thief!
Oh my god.
You must have caught you going over the border!
You snap awake.
Jesus.
And Max, here's a question. Do you think that you would sleep with the sunroof down, so to speak, like would the crystal above you be see-through, or would it be dense?
I imagine it would be dense, and then as I awake, it would go see-through.
Look at the sky. And you can't help but notice there's something up there. It's the moon. And where once you had seen a jungle, you now see a green orb raining spores.
Oh no.
And that's it for this week's episode, everyone. Time for feedback phase. I think we're going to go clockwork order for some reason. Starting with Austin. Favorite, least favorite, what would you like to see more of?
Oh, God,
We
you
should
have
have
to put
put
me on
the
this.
fucking card seat out, you dumb bitches! Sorry.
Oh god, you gotta put all the pressure on me. What did I like? What did I like? Well, as usual, storytelling. Beautiful, pristine. Love the descriptions. As always. Like, really can see it. I know it's a reoccurring theme, but the fights were fun this time around. Yeah. But I really don't have any gripes about this time. I really enjoyed everything.
Alright, is there anything you'd like to see more of?
No, I don't actually have much for this one. I really liked it.
Yeah. Pat, give me your favorite, least favorite.
Oh, Kalito, Kali. So my favorite part of this session. Alright, so honestly, it feels like the badassery is just intensifying. This is the pinnacle of, like, epic level campaign, like what you would want to see from an epic level campaign. And I know we're, like, level fucking 16 at this point, but, you know, it's really, you know, it feels epic. It feels like we're doing some earth-shattering shit.
I mean,
We went to the moon, we fought the fucking Heartseed, which I didn't even realize was ever going to occur.
You're
You know,
carrying
we're in
that
the-
John around like, I'll give you a little squeeze, ain't no thing.
Yeah, no, I just thought it was going to be like an artifact, but nope. It was a fucking thing that we fought, and now it's taken over the moon, and its spores are falling over. Like, what the fuck? This is definitely some epic shit. So, I mean, that's great. That's definitely, I think, probably my favorite thing is how just epic everything is. Very suitable to the campaign idea that we set out with. Least favorite thing. If I had to gripe about one thing this session, and this is such a minor gripe, like, don't take this too seriously, I'm just nitpicking.
Mhm.
But, it did feel like most of the stuff that happened before at least we got into the labyrinth was, like, kind of predetermined. At least in the very beginning, it was like, you know, we were trying to fish for the right answers, and then you kind of helped us along. I felt like that was happening, but maybe I could be totally wrong. Like, there's any number of things that could have occurred we had a slow start, I guess.
It felt like there were some awkward hang-ups, and like when I said things, it was hard.
Yeah.
If I left you hanging, then nothing happened. If I gave you suggestions, then it was the DM giving a player suggestion, which is inherently legal.
Yeah, exactly. No, that, like, I'm just saying I picked up on that, and that's really a nitpick, because that happens in every single campaign.
I think it's valid, but I think in particular the way this was framed versus the way the first session was framed made that a bigger problem.
Yeah, no, and you know what? It's not even like a thing that I have. Like, I've played D&D now for like fucking 12 years or whatever, and this happens all the time. And you are a spectacular DM. You got your shit tight, and I was just surprised to see a little bit of minor awkwardness.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are phenomenal, and typically things go super smoothly whether you plan it or not, and it's just wonderful. Things I would like to see more of.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, more epic shit. This kind of invading far realmsy thing is freaking me the fuck out, but that's probably fine. Like, that I get creeped out about zombies and the far realms, and if they're gonna be features in this, then whatever, I'll suck it up. But it's creeping me out!
Perhaps bad
Animate
things
dead.
happen when people trifle with things they should not, like turning themselves
Yeah.
into gods. Yeah, okay. So wait, so that's
Turn
what
themselves into what?
Wait, so you don't want to see more of that?
Yeah, I want to see more or less of it, I want to see more negative time of it.
Okay. Any other?
No, I fucked with the spell creation, though. That was a fucking awesome scene. Anyway, continue. I
Is
think
It only
it's
worked out because of my stupidity.
Alright, so are we going over to Max now? Is that yours? Oh,
Yeah.
Alright, Max, favorite, least favorite, to see more of.
I once again, well done. Superb work. I to be honest, I can't pick really a favorite bit. The whole thing was pretty great. I really liked running into the shadow of the god. That was pretty cool. I liked looking at the various commands and such, and like considering the ramifications of those. There was a couple of points, namely when I was making the spell, but a little bit at some other points where I felt like I had almost too many options. Like when making the spell, like I had all sorts of stuff I could have done, I imagine, and it's kind of hard to be like, here's the one thing I'll pull out of Infinity.
Yeah, definitely.
And so maybe it's just me being kind of tired and out of it today, but I would have.
That's the tyranny of choice.
I like the spell making and I like how it ended, but I felt like a little bit of it was me trying to fish for like, okay, so like, what should I do?
Right. So, bearing in mind, actually, yeah, yeah. Give me what you like to see more of.
Honestly, like there's like delving to the dark secret stuff. I love that. And this ending with like the moon being big old green spore of doom, that's fun. I might have to sunder the moon now. I'm wondering what happened. The moon's running the universe. What happens if I destroy the moon? It says something about the unstoppable force being the immovable object. Assuming the move's an immovable object for, safety reasons, unstoppable force wins. If I make a big enough unstoppable force, that moon's going bye-bye, boys.
Indeed. So you want to go full Eggman, blow up the moon?
I'm just saying, no gods, no kings. Except for me.
Excellent.
Let's be honest. Am I truly a god when there was something above me? Something like this stupid moon law. If I destroy the moon...
So we're technically like, alright, wait, hold up. We're the anti-illithids. Is that trademarked? We're the anti-mind flayers. Is that trademarked?
Yeah, those are both product entities. There's nothing
damn it. We're the anti-tentacle monster dudes with brain blast.
We're the anti-tentacle monsters. Alright.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we have blow up the moon, not the sun. Boom.
Alright.
I'm so I get a suit.
And with that, I do have one final thing I want to ask today, because next episode is like 99% sure our finale. So what is something that all of you would like to do before this series ends? And you don't have to answer now. You can just think about it. And message me, but you can tell me right now.
The one thing I'm sure you have this planned. I can't imagine you don't, but I need to figure out what the God Hunter's deal is. If I end up meeting the God Hunter and it's just a fight, and I'm like, so what was the deal? And it's like, you'll never know. I will literally... I'm sure I have your address somewhere.
Well,
I'll drive to your house.
I'll tell you this. What happened between whatever impacted Volvorian's last lie and whatever impacted that didn't seem much of a fight. It just sort of seemed like a... So yeah, don't worry. It won't just end in a fight.
I'm just saying, I gotta find out the deal. That's all I'm saying. If I don't get to find out the deal, I'm gonna throw a jar of piss at your face.
Alright, well, as far as I'm concerned, my character wants to be there when it all ends. And hopefully, play a part in that. Or die trying. She really fucking hates this world. She's down to watch it burn in flames.
Awesome.
Although she also doesn't like other worlds. So, like, if the tentacle monsters win, she ain't gonna be happy. So.
Alright, and Austin, is there anything you can think of right now?
I sent you something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. Cheeky bricky. Well, yeah, I think that's the situation. I think that wraps up episode 4. Well, we already wrapped up episode 4. This is the post show. And I'm now going to say goodbye to our viewers, unless anybody wants to give them a word from our sponsors, Max.
Fuck.
Make sure to go down to your local pharmacy and buy some Prilosec OTC. If you're while driving down the pharmacy, you decide, I got to get my daily dose of calories, so I'm going to have a few drops of gasoline. A few drops of gasoline, that's a lot of calories in there. My heart's burning because all the gasoline, gasoline catches on fire. That's part of what gasoline does. That's why it's so good for the cars.
And also prep, because AIDS sucks.
It's true.
And there you go.